mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't eat shit out of my fucking ass. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis. Phil's a racist, Phil's a sexist, Phil's this, Phil's that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it.
No, none of that. I'm trying to transition to the other slide. I suck. I suck. Fine, there, I did it, I think. Oh crap, but I don't have that set up. Shit. Hold on. It's already a disaster stream because I am terrible and all that jazz. Okay, there. Now it should be online. Alright, now your chats should show up. At least they fucking better. Because if they don't, I'm going to be very upset. Let's see here. So, hey, looky there. Now they show up. Hooray. Thank God. Whew. Hello. How are you all? I come into I suck. Sounds about right. Alright. Good night, everybody. This was a fun day. This was fun. We had fun today. No. Oh. Wow, what a fucking day it's already been. I had it all slated. I had it all prepped out. We got a fucking playlist even, like going back to that old school, a playlist. And then I turned on Phil and I heard about how I have nerve pain.
I have received
Fanboys, woo! And as soon as I heard about nerve pain, I was like, yeah, we're going to have to fucking cover this, aren't we? And yeah, we are. I mean, we gots to. Mister, I gots to know. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I've got, like I said, a full-on fucking playlist of old shit to cover, because, again, I want this to actually be a Tuesday recap, not just the pre-cum piss cast, Big Ups Atlas. But I want this to actually be, like, a review, so to speak. Like, you know, catch everybody up. But before we do that, if you'll notice, it says we have 124 Tier 0 goals met. It actually says now that we have 125, which of course means...
Blood for the blood god!
Exactly, 125 Tier 0 goals met. So eventually we're going to beat Phil with his bullshit. Let me grab one thing that's bothering me and bring that down a little bit lower. There we go. Now I feel better. Whew. All right. So, yeah, first of all, 125 Tier 0 goals met. Congratulations to me. Yeah. Oddly enough, we made it. I was worried for a hot minute there, but luckily we did. But no, jokes aside, we got this to cover. We've got a playlist of shit to cover to include him. God, what does the playlist even include? Fuck it. I'm not even. Yeah, I am. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to look at it. You can't stop me. But before I do, I wanted to bring this up from Meowblock because this is, it's just fucking terrible. I love it so much and I hate it so much. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh, 2-a-days. Have fun with that. I actually just upped my my vest to 80 pounds this morning, and that was terrible. The first mile wasn't so bad. Second mile was absolute hell. I can't remember the last time that the 2 miles felt like that. So let's see. We got the he stuffs his face. I wanted to cover that maybe towards the end because that's an hour bit. Begging like a crackhead. Yelling at chat. Oh, threatening to quit Street Fighter, can't not being able to go to Vegas with Kino Casino, and then shaking his ass on stream. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of fun stuff on the docket today. But yeah, we gotta cover this bullshit because he goes on one. Like, what am I talking about? He always goes on one. I feel like I'm doing the same fucking pre-cum pisscast or the same fucking whatever you want to call my stream. I feel like I just do the same thing over and over again. My God, it really is a Snortex. Anyway. Oh, and then of course it's the start of the month, so you know, depending on viewer count, correct, perhaps, and by perhaps I mean definitely, we'll get some gifted subs, like 10, because that's what I'm allowed to give out.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, I'm in pain. I managed to somehow hurt my neck last night or overnight.
You fucking gay bitch.
Yeah, I hadn't actually heard how he introed this, but I mean, that was absolutely perfect. I am in pain. Yeah, okay, you fucking gay bitch.
So, sadly, I wish I had better genetics than I do. But it's
1 mile out, 1 mile back tracks.
It's all right. We're going to get through it. Today's definitely a more chill atmosphere.
You missed me having a disaster stream, Oleander. That's about it.
We're going to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. And what I mean by that is, last night, I opted to play a unique indie game that was suggested by viewers. And we've talked about indie games in the past and how often I should play them. And I think that we should have a conversation about it because basically,
okay, so
fanboys, woo!
So we're going full audit today, right? That's what this is. Like, we should have a conversation about this. Is the girlfriend breaking up with the boyfriend talk? You know, Johnny, we should talk.
When I see. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it during the show.
Damn it,
of course, we're going to get caught up on everything going on and hopefully start to build some hype for the upcoming Viewers' Choice Marathon. All this and more on today's painful, but hopefully fun episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Okay, thank you for Snort being amazing. As I get rid of the Zoom message that I just got. I know I could have skipped it, but I'm trying to open my phone here.
Alrighty, everybody.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 4th of February, 2025. Jasper Kitty is here in the office.
I fucking hate this camera angle.
I want to see him better. Maybe I can.
Why? Whatever.
Do that.
Hold the L, Phil. Hold the fucking L. Kitty, thank you for being a member for 10 months as a rat. Yes, of course. Why did I think you were a neophyte for some reason? Anyway, glad that you've been a rat for 10 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Getting these AI hand motions down. Jasper Kitty, how you doing today, buddy? I want to see you. He's hiding on the floor over here. Oh, you can kind of see him. There you go. So how's everyone today? I hope you're doing well.
Okay, real quick. Just want to get this out here. I know what he's about to say is he cannot turn to the right. Okay, I happen to know that. He's going to say he pinched a nerve in his neck and he can't turn to the right. That's odd, isn't it? That he's, turned to the right. That seems odd.
How's everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. So just to be upfront with everyone, I am in pain right now. And it sucks because it's nerve pain. It's
okay, this fucking asshole.
Not like, muscles.
Like, so, by the way, you do understand, Phil, that muscles, when they signal pain, be it burning, be it a pulled muscle or something like that. That data or that pain is sent via nerves, like
muscle pain, where you can really treat it with like medicine. Over the course of my life, I've had many issues with my spine. At one point, I had a severely herniated disc between my.
Oh my God, Steve! Someone go get Steve.
Before an L5 vertebrae.
Are you sure it wasn't your R4, R5, which doesn't fucking exist?
That has gotten much, much better over the years to the point where it doesn't bother me much anymore. Maybe every once in a while I'll, aggravate it, but for the most part, it's just not a big deal. But let me tell you right now, I'm not feeling too good. I don't know what happened. I was just, sleeping.
Oh,
And
no.
I woke up and I turned my head and boom, shooting pain right here in the back of my neck.
Oh, in the back of my mind, and it's always telling me.
I found myself sexually excited at the sight of cartoon horses.
Well, I was going to say it's WWE Champions time. But, Phil, that's fine if you want to interject that. Now, I sent that to Dapper this morning, and he has come back with...
I have received sexually excited cartoon horses.
He received sexually excited cartoon horses. That's fun. All right.
All the way down the back of my right shoulder into my shoulder blade right here. I could feel the deep pain in the muscle. And it continued.
I can feel the deep pain in the muscle. Guys, it's not muscular pain. Guys, it's not muscular pain. I can feel the pain in the muscle.
It's through the shoulder, out to the arm. Now, the good news is it hasn't radiated further than that. It's basically neck and shoulder pain right now. To give you some perspective, over a decade ago.
What are you?
Open the closet. See the door open? He opened the closet and he's going in there. There he is. Look, you see him. His leg going in the closet. Jasper, you nut. Distracting us from our podcast today, buddy. Okay. So
No one's distracting us. You're distracting us. Whatever.
Over a decade ago, in my earlier days of being a YouTuber, okay, I'd say probably this was like 2011. I think it was 2011. Could have been 2012, but around 2011. One day.
Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is bothering me. This is really bothering me. I was like, I'm sure I'm overreacting, right? I'm sure I'm overreacting, and I shouldn't even call this out until he did it. I think this is the fourth time. Don't worry. You're going to know what I'm talking about when I start counting.
Today, buddy. Okay. So, over a decade ago.
One.
In my earlier days of being a YouTuber, okay, I'd say probably
Two.
Like 2011. I think it was 2011. Could have been 2012, but around 2011.
Three.
And I'm standing.
Four.
Like yesterday. I'm standing in the doorway of my bathroom back when I lived.
What is wrong with your hair?
Lived in a small condo in Connecticut, and I'm just stretching. I'm just moving my arms out like this, and I'm moving my neck back and forth. All of a sudden, as I'm doing that, I get a severe shooting pain down my back. This pain is so bad.
Yeah, that's because you have no flexibility. It's because you don't lift, you don't take care of your body, you don't do anything. It's going to cause you to cramp the fuck up, okay? Time under tension, shit is going to get tight, son. Never mind.
This pain is radiating through my shoulder, all the way through my arm, all the way through my elbow, then going up through the top of my arm into my thumb. And this is so bad. I completely lost all feeling in my thumb. It was completely numb. All right.
Okay, so I've had something like this happen. Not this. This is a load of bullshit. But when I was using my Bose headphones as my mic when I was traveling, I would have to hold the mic up, and so my arm would just kind of be floating there at 90 degrees, or bent at the elbow, and it was there for 2, 3, 4 hours. And it was my left hand that I was doing, and after a while, I started feeling fucking tingles at my thumb and near my index finger. Just tingles, not shooting pain, you guys. All it was a fucking inflamed muscle. You know what they prescribed me? They didn't prescribe me shit. They gave me NSAIDs. They said, take some NSAIDs. Oh, I take that back. They did prescribe me a steroid to help with the inflammation. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, they just said, yeah, take some NSAIDs. You'll be fine.
And this excruciating pain probably lasted for about 2 months. And it
okay, then you probably should have gone to a fucking doctor, you goddamn idiot.
Slowly dissipated over time. It was so bad that this was an era when I was still kind of traveling and playing in fighting game tournaments because I would cover them and then I would upload the videos to YouTube and it was content for my channels. So I went to this tournament and I remember it was for Marvel vs. Capcom 3 when it had first come out and it was like the hype era of the game and I was trying to play it. Now, I wasn't great at it or anything. And at that point in my YouTube career, I was early on uploading so many videos and I wasn't dedicating a ridiculous amount of time to playing fighting games like I had.
Yeah, you're right, Paul Canada. I mean, I get it, but still, it fucking pisses me off that everything is a fucking travesty. Everything is a fucking problem. What's up, BNW Nighthorse?
Is to being a YouTuber, but I was still trying to play the game competitively. And when I traveled to a tournament, I was actually a known player. And what I mean by that is people would be like, oh shit, it's Dark.
Hold up.
And when I traveled to a tournament, I was actually a known player. And what I mean by that is people would be like, oh shit, it's Dark Side Phil. We got to go.
Bruh. That didn't happen. In the history of you being on this planet, nobody has ever said, oh shit, there goes, and used an alias, your name, or even there's that guy over there and we should be scared of him. Like, your intimidation factor is air. What? Your intimidation factor is fucking air. Are you intimidated by air? Oxygen? No, I'm not intimidated by that at all. No shit. Okay, that's how threatening Darkside Phil is. Matthew James, thank you for the 2. I have chronic pain. Crying like this angers me. It angers all of us, my dude. The
government actually made $2 bills. What moron?
I appreciate the 2, though. Yeah, when he talks about his back pain, I don't have as much animosity towards him as Steve of the Dead does, since he actually has like a ruptured disc. But when I, from my own fucking fault, snap my back, and I say snap because it was a bad form deadlift, yeah, I had excruciating back pain, and it's bad, man. And whenever he would say shit like, oh yes, I don't know what I even did, if I did this or if I did that, it never mattered. Never mattered. Just pissed me off. All right. Pope Super Comment Jizzler, thank you for being 8 months as a gym rat. I'm still standing better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a gouty pig. Big ups, bro. Have a good one. We lay in pipe. Amen. Deliver us from the dents. Deliver us from the pay pigs. What did I do? You guys are so mean. Vanguard, why are you booing me?
You know, he's a good player. We gotta be careful when we fight him and stuff like that. Even if it was
we gotta be careful when we fight him, Jesus.
OG of the scene, and that at any moment,
no one has referred to you as an OG in the history of ever.
You could pretty much, play well and beat anybody. So the thing is, I'd already had this trip scheduled. I believe it was final round was the tournament that I went to, and I went to the tournament and I tried to play, and I couldn't play the game at all. I couldn't feel my thumb. So I'm trying to like do fly combos and launchers and things with Sentinel, and I can't tell if I'm hitting the button.
Okay, so that I don't buy this in any way, shape, or form. You don't have to know you are hitting the button. All you have to do is know that you've hit the button. Like, if I know my thumb is under the button, and I know I've sent the signal to my thumb, push, it doesn't matter if I can actually feel the feedback at that point. I should have had the timing to push the button. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
Because there's no feeling in my thumb. So I'm in the middle. All of a sudden, moves are probably, what happened? Oh, I must have touched it. So I remember first round, I just played a nobody. And this kid was sweating because he's like, oh shit, I'm playing DSP. And
that didn't fucking happen. Bruh. It didn't fucking happen. No kid. No, Phil. I'm even honoring my rule of not drinking on stream, and you're getting me there. You're getting me antsy, son. You're getting me amped up. You gotta be careful.
And DSP is good. And I just couldn't play. So he beat my ass, and I told him, I says, dude, good for you. You played well, and I can't play at all right now, so I hope you do well in the tournament. And then the next round, I had to play Sanford Kelly. And I told him, dude, don't worry. There is no risk of me beating you here. Not only are you one of the best Marvel players of all time, but I can't even play. Like, I'm in big pain here. So
yeah, there's no risk of you winning. That's yes.
It was just a more mutual respect thing where we shook hands. It was a real fast match. He beat my ass. I was like, all right. And actually, the rest of the tournament, I forfeit because I couldn't play. Like, I was supposed to be in all these other tournaments, and I just forfeit the entire event. And I went back to my hotel room, and I sat there playing Dragon Age 2 in my hotel room, recorded it with a camera, because back then I didn't do direct capture and streaming. So it was just, I used a digital camera, filmed the playthrough, and proceeded to drink, play Dragon Age 2, and upload that playthrough through the entirety of my trip to final round. So I think
what a surprise.
The entire trip, I spent like half of a day at the actual event, and the rest of it, I just stayed inside of my hotel room, and no one saw me for the rest of the event. Okay, so just to give that kind of embodies your entire personality there, Phil. Like, this is why you do what you do now. There, any time you get negative feedback, or you think you're not going to be able to perform, I mean, maybe except in the bedroom, who knows? I mean, Kat's technically still married to you, I guess. I don't know if there's been divorce paperwork, but fuck it. You just fucking cower and hide, right? It's why you're so comfortable fucking being a tough guy behind a fucking screen. Give you some perspective. This has been an ongoing thing in my life that I've had. Ever since I was younger, I had back pain, and it just sucks. Like, what's happening? Hold the fuck up. And no one saw me for the rest of the event. Okay, and this is all about his arm pain that we're talking about right now. Okay, so just to give you some perspective, this has been an ongoing thing in my life that I've had. Ever since I was younger, I had back pain, and it just sucks. Like, what's happened is, I guess I've pinched the nerve. Okay. How did we get from arm pain to back pain? In my neck. If I even move my head to the right at all or back, I get shooting pain. I can move.
Isn't that that's not your lumbar. That's not your L4, L5. That's up in your fucking, the top of the spine is not the lumbar, right? The lumbar is like dead smack in the fucking middle or low part of the back. And he's talking about tweaking his neck. That's not the L discs.
Move it left, and I can kind of move it forward a little bit like this, but I cannot move it right or back, and it sucks.
As he shakes his head to the right.
There's nothing I can really do about it. You know, it's just something I've dealt with my whole life. It's this disc up here is the disc I have in my neck, and then my lower back is the other disc that gives me the problems. So,
oh, so now we have 2 ruptured fucking discs. Go to a fucking doctor, okay?
it is what it is. I'm going to tough through it today. Good news is, like I said, I can feel my thumb. Like, it's not like I'm super numb or anything. I think I should be able to play games, no problem. I just got to be careful and never, like, I really should not be moving my head in that direction, or else I'm going to be pinching this nerve worse. It's going to just cause me, you know, even worse pain.
This is fucking insane.
So if you noticed that I'm looking kind of stiff today, not as animated as I may usually be, notably my right arm, that's why.
You, stiff, and right arm have a different connotation, sir.
I got to be careful, all right? So.
Yeah, his R3, I heard about that, Aaron, that he actually referenced an R disc because he thought the L referenced left. That is just so fucking good.
Sucks, but don't worry, I'll tough through it. I've been through this before. It's that previously when I had this, I never would tell
What's
him.
up? Oh, Shaughnessy.
You know what I mean? Like back in the day, this happened more often. And I wouldn't even mention it. I would just push through it and just work and film. The thing is, today now I'm a live streamer, so I'm with you all day live. So you're gonna notice, you know, a difference in my demeanor. You're gonna notice a difference.
I haven't noticed a difference at all. In any way, shape, or form. You don't look any more stiff. You're rocking on your XY axis. You're turning to the right. You're turning to the left. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. You're just the same. So this honestly, Phil, it feels like you're trying to garner pity for support. That's what it feels like.
Difference in the way that I'm moving and acting because of pain. So it is what it is. And before someone says, why don't you take, you know, some painkillers like NSAIDs?
Lewis, did I see your comment? I don't think I did, Lewis. Send it again.
Usually NSAIDs only work with muscle pain.
No, that is incorrect.
Why don't you take, you know, some pain?
What's up, G-Bert? Oh, solo leveling. Yes, I did see that actually, Lewis. I'm sorry.
NSAIDs only work with muscle pain. They barely work with nerve pain. If it really gets...
All pain is derived from nerves, okay? Doesn't matter if it's a headache, doesn't matter if it's sciatica, doesn't matter if it's fucking back pain. You're hitting a nerve. Nerves send transmitting signal to brain. Brain interprets as owie, okay? I got to explain it to you like you're fucking 5. Okay, I have nerve pain. Cool, you have nerve pain. It's designed to dull the pain, not just the muscle pain, not just the Bernie pain, not just the pain, the pain.
If it gets bad, I may go take some, but for the most part, they don't really work that well on this. Like I've tried it before. It doesn't really help.
Okay, that's two separate things. Oh my god, hold on. Listen to this.
Painkillers like NSAIDs. Usually NSAIDs only work. It is what it is. And before someone says, why don't you take, you know, some painkillers like NSAIDs? Usually NSAIDs only work with muscle pain.
Usually they only work with muscle pain. I see. So there's exceptions. What are those exceptions, Phil?
Barely work with nerve pain.
They barely work with nerve pain. Okay. So the pain signal is somehow different when coming from a nerve than it is from a muscle when it attaches to a nerve and sends it. Okay. This makes no sense. So, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take him at face value. NSAIDs don't work on nerve pain. That's his stance.
If it really gets bad, I may go take some.
But if it really gets bad, I may go take some. I thought it doesn't work, Phil.
But for the most part, they don't really work that well on this. Like I've had it, but it's only muscle or headache it works, but not really this kind of nerve pain. So it is what it is. All right. Okay. So let's talk about everything that's going on right now, where we are with our...
Oh, I know they're anti-inflammatories and stuff like that, Kafka. So I get that, but just... You want to talk about an anti-inflammatory doesn't work on, I don't know. I don't know. Fucking stab. No, that because when you get stabbed, you're going to swell up with fucking blood as it rushes to the location. I don't fucking know. I don't have an example here. All I know is that Phil pisses me off. My God. Why are you attacking me? Kafka's why? Why?
Playthroughs, what's going on with the goals, milestones, the streams that I did yesterday, and the like. Okay.
And
so
the like.
Off, big reminder. Please head over to my DSP Gaming. Here we go. Please head over to my DSP Gaming page on YouTube and to the posts tab and to this post from a day or two ago where I nominated the 8 games that
don't have Stellar Blade because you are in fact a giant pussy.
are eligible to be played during the upcoming 100 Goals Celebration Marathon, also known as the Viewer's Choice Marathon event.
You thought it was a fucking choice. You thought. You were wrong. It's Phil's choice.
So as you can see, chess, overwhelmingly the most liked game, which I'm down for. I haven't played chess in a very long time, but I would like to play it and see, you know.
Please let me match with this man. Please. I will fucking kill my own score to match with him.
If I can even remember the rules and the like. I'm probably going to lose nonstop. I can't imagine me beating anyone at chess when I haven't played it in so long. But at the same time, I think it would be quite fun to play it and have it as part of this fun marathon. Okay?
And you know what? It's not even about Phil losing chess. I don't care about him losing chess. Him winning chess is going to be insufferable if he actually wins a round. I want to hear the excuses.
So that'll be cool. But other games in there, you know, Lollipop Chainsaw, WWE 2K24, Onimusha HD, which I think someone said is called Warlords or something like that. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Factorio, and ET on the Atari 2600. Now I'm going to be honest, okay? Some of these are kind of dumb. For example, Lollipop Chainsaw, I looked into it. That was a remaster that released in September. It's $45.
Bruh.
They've given you, if you get to this point, right, assuming that, you know, not everybody wakes up from the big gnosis and you eventually hit another goal and another goal and another goal, whatever, and you get to 100, Phil, okay? They've spent $15,000 on you, okay? Guess what? You have no cause in any way, shape, or form to say, I can't afford any game whatsoever. You have lost that right. You've lost that privilege, okay? You... 15,000 guys, thank you so much for giving me $15,000, but I'm afraid a $45 game is just a bit too much.
$5, and all they did was upgrade the graphics. That's it. Apparently the game, I actually was reading reviews. It's not very good. They didn't upgrade anything in the game at all. It's the same exact game, and to be honest, the game isn't very good. It's a very repetitive game. It's got very cheesy sexual adult humor. It kind of reminds me of like a Suda game. What is it, Suda 45 or whatever, Suda 51, whatever he is. It's kind of that style of game. So it's not a great game. And the thing is, I wouldn't really care about spending $45, except I'm never going to play it again. I know we're only going to play it for probably like an hour during this marathon, and I'm going to have no desire to go back to the game because I remember the original playthrough was a slog. It was very repetitive and grindy and annoying.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Menteo.
Parts. It's just not a very good game. It was definitely was a product of the era where all these zombie games were coming out, and people really wanted edgy, edgelord style.
Okay, so why does that preclude you from spending $45? Make that make sense, Phil.
You know, zombie games. So this one is lots of gore and repetitive gameplay, but not a great plot or anything. It's kind of cheesy. So I know I'm not going to play it.
You know what? Do I look, Cat? That is a fantastic. That is a fantastic point. He said $200 cams were cheap, so why not games? Yeah, that's right. This dude bought a backup camera, like a backup. You know, not like first car. I'm sure that already has it, but a fail-safe camera that was like $multi-hundred. Now he may not ever use that. When he bought it, he was like, "Oh yeah, I may not ever use it, but I need it in case I need it, I have it." But you can't separate from $45 to do something for your fans that gave you 15 grand. Okay.
After that, you know.
I hope not, Mark.
I'm also curious about WWE 2K24. Like I looked it up, and you get a game key for like $10. So if this ends up being one of the most, you know, requested games, that's fine. I'll figure out how to get it for cheap. But my question is, like, what are we gonna do in 2K24? Well, I guess we'll do the story.
Play the game.
Randomly play online, and we're not gonna set up a Sims. We're not gonna have time for that. So I guess that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a story mode of it or whatever. Okay. So anyway.
Okay. Play the games that people want you to play.
We still have several days of time because we got to get 100 goals in order to do the marathon. So there's definitely still time to get your vote heard, okay? Go ahead and like the games that you want to see the most. You can like more than one game. That'll be ongoing over the course of this week, okay? So, that's what's going on right now. Now, we are at 92 goals out of 100 hit. We hit 3 goals on Sunday, which was outstanding. And it was...
Okay, so it's Monday. We hit 3 goals on Sunday, so he's already 150 up on Monday. Okay, so he's short, technically speaking. If he wanted to hit 150 goals a session, he is right now down $150, or he's down that goal. He's still got money, but he's down that goal.
A good variety of people who showed up and supported all of my content on Sunday. I was very pleased to see, you know, what was it? Just the one person? No. It was a good variety of people who all showed up and supported, and I was like, wow, this is excellent.
Yeah, but didn't Iron Chef Sakai, like, drop a hundy, or some other dude drop a hundy, and then everybody else, like dropped a 10 here and a 20 there, and it finally hit $150? Like, from an objective point of view, the only reason you hit the goal was because of one person. If that one person wouldn't have shown up, you would not have hit the goal.
Excellent. What a great way what a great way to push forward.
Oh
and
no.
to get
Chad
the
asks
momentum
about
of this
Kingdom
week.
Come
And I
2.
spoke that
Oh
possibly
no.
now we'll actually be doing the marathon this week, because as I've explained to you guys, I want to do this Viewer's Choice Marathon this week because next week we have new release games, betas releasing, and I want to make a big push next week to finish all ongoing games and projects. So I want to finish anything that's lingering. Notably, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is one that I want to finish. Any other gameplay dudes, because I want to hit the ground running fresh, okay? So I want to do this because this will be good. This will pick the Viewer's Choice game that we're going to end up playing.
Oh no, Reaper. This was it wasn't Iron Chef Sakai. It was somebody gave a $100 fucking super chat, I think, or it was a $100 tip, and like it stayed there all Street Fighter 6, and it's in my fucking list of stuff to cover because he's like, if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to be pissed. I will be angry.
An ongoing playthrough, and I felt, oh, this would be good. So that's why I want to do it by the end of the week, and plus it would be perfect. You know, perfect timing, a good way. It's been about almost a month since our Mega Man Marathon. I believe our Mega Man Marathon was right in the smack dab middle of January, and so here we are. You know, it'll be a good time to do it. So here's the deal. Yesterday, full day of streaming. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, first time with the
Jax, that's right. Jax Raxer.
face cam, and a new game, an indie game, which you guys had told me about and requested called Mouthwashing. All right. So here's the deal.
No, it was like $100. It was like a $101 fucking tip or super chat.
I did not hit any goals yesterday. All right. Now,
God.
not the end of the world.
And there was much rejoicing.
People don't need to freak out, but at the same time,
It's time to freak out.
it's kind of disheartening because on Sunday, we exceeded the goals. We hit 3 in one day, and then all of a sudden on Monday, we hit none. All right? Call of Duty, we're all over the place. And what I mean by that is sometimes when I play Call of Duty, we get tons of views and support, and it's great. And then other times when I play Call of Duty, not so much. Yesterday, the crowd was actually good, I would say. And I did pretty well. I actually sniped for the first time in the game.
The fact he calls it sniped or sniping or whatever, it's... I'm splitting hairs here, and I know it's because of what I've been exposed to. It's distance shooting. It's not even that in Call of Duty. I looked it up, and apparently, unlike Battlefield, Call of Duty doesn't really have mathematically correct bullet drop. Like, they have speed to target, but they don't have actual bullet drop. And that just completely takes all challenge out of it.
Since it came out, and I think I'm going to continue to snipe now because this sniper rifle that I had was so good. I was insta-killing everyone with one shot. I was like, dang, this rifle's really good. And I was actually doing pretty good on keyboard and mouse. Now, admittedly, I got to get better. I got to play more to get better at it. But I was doing pretty good, and I was shocked at how good I was doing. So I'm excited for that, right? But we only raised about, I want to say it was around $70 on that first stream. Now, listen, that's not bad. That's not me saying, oh, boo-hoo, how dare you. But
Yes, it is.
we didn't even come close to the goal, right? So then I said, well, I hope that we will recover, you know, on the late stream from that.
And you didn't.
Late stream was an indie game, so let's talk about how that went. I just need to close my curtains. For some reason, the wind blew them open, and the sun is actually quite bright today, so let me do that quick, guys.
Chair host. Best host.
My middle light went out, and I'm wondering if it was because Jasper Kitty went in the closet, and if he may have stepped
Why, God? Why?
on the button and turned it off. Let me check on this. I was looking, I was like, why does it look so dark in the middle? I think he turned it off.
What do I do to deserve this? God,
I
why?
pushed the power button. It happens. He goes in there, and you know, the stuff's right on the floor. Okay. By the way, I know that we've got good support.
Oh, more hair. Got to touch our hair some more.
Right on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, I know that we've got good support so far this morning. I will shout it out. I just want to tell my story about what happened yesterday, and then we're going to do shout outs and start counting for today. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ricard, Long Yarda or Jarda, whatever it is. Long John Jarda, but Ricard. I'm just going to call you Ricard. Actually seeing somebody do like a 1,000-meter, 1,000-yard hit in Battlefield with like crosswind is actually kind of a sight to behold. Battlefield or Call of Duty, it's just kind of like, yeah, you knew to lead them, but in terms of drop and wind, there is none. Greg of the Lake, no. My leg day is tomorrow, thank you.
Okay, here we go. So, last night on the late stream, we played an indie game. Now, allow me to lay some groundwork for everybody here, all right? In the last couple of years, I definitely feel like mainstream gaming has fallen off quite a bit. There used to be a belief or a feeling that if you were going to play a game from a major AAA studio, it was going to be amazing, right? It was going to blow your socks off. It was going to be groundbreaking, milestone making, a must-play experience. And if you miss out on a major AAA game, man, you really missed out on some of the best stuff of the year. Sadly, I hate to say it, in the last couple of years, this has not been the case. tons of AAA studios are now releasing games that are subpar, unfinished messes, underwhelming, a sequel that's just not as good as the original, a game that's made, as you could tell, just to print money for a bunch of people in a boardroom or a bunch of stockholders that doesn't really have any artistic merit. And this is becoming...
I know you were, Dapper. That's why I didn't address you. That was low.
More and more and more common. It's sad, but it's true. You know, how underwhelming was last year's hardcore gaming season?
Would you stop hitting your fucking mic?
I wouldn't have even called it that. There were
What's up, zombie fan?
And the ones that came out weren't that good. I could probably count on one hand the amount of good games that I played between September and December of last year. So, that being said, people have
shout out
requested more and more that I play indie games. They say, man, there's all these independent games that come out and you miss out on, Phil. Now, of course, up to this point, my ability to play indie games has been severely hampered.
Guys, did you guys remember that I am having back pain? Let me rub my shoulder real quick. Okay? I'm gonna rub my shoulder. I am in so much pain, you guys. Why aren't you tipping me yet?
By the platforms which I can play and capture games on. But that's not a factor anymore because now I have an incredibly high-end...
Looks to the right, no problem whatsoever.
...setup. I have a high-end...
Still looking to the right.
...gaming PC. I have a high-end capture and streaming setup. I have the capability to play whatever I want.
Wow.
So indie games now are on the menu, as they say. And in the last couple of months, I've played some really outstanding ones. For example... Killer Frequency, which started off slow, but ended up being a really unique first-person murder mystery-style game that I really enjoy. What about Balatro, the card game with that focuses on poker?
Balatro,
different, a roguelike poker game that I've really enjoyed playing and like going back to play and chill with you guys from time to time. And of course, there's the Coin Game, an awesome arcade simulator that allowed me to relive a lot of the ticket-style games of chance that I really enjoyed playing back when I was a kid or over the years, and now have.
I feel like I'm in Groundhog's Day. I feel like, way to go, boys. You're playing yesterday's tape. We've heard all this shit before.
In a virtual environment and share that with you. Plus, it had mini golf and other things, too. That was quite fun. So, those indie games that I've played have done pretty good, man. Really, honestly. I mean, I really enjoyed them. And I'm happy that people have suggested them and the like. But, admittedly, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical that indie games will bring people out and that people will engage and support with the content because historically, whenever I've tried indie games, they don't really work. I would argue that games like Balatro and Killer Frequency have been exceptions where they have done well. The streams have actually been supported and attended decently, and I'm happy for that, okay? And I'm grateful for that. So, with last night's stream of Mouthwashing, this was a chance. I didn't know how it was going to go, all right? And I was curious to see, what the game was, how it would turn out, etc. So, by the way, for the record, I was already interested in the game, and then someone gifted it to me, which was very nice. We had talked.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they did, Phil. Anytime you say someone gifted you anything, I just don't believe you. I mean, it may be the case, but I don't believe you. I just don't.
About it on a stream a week or two ago as a possibility of a game to test out. Now, from what I understand, the game is very, very short. It's only like 3-4 hours long, and it's all pretty much narrative based, but it's horror, it's psychological.
Hey, what's up, Casey Crosser?
Thriller style game that's very adult oriented. So,
very adult oriented. This motherfucker gonna try and sound like this thing is like gonna give him PTSD or some shit. What is this?
I said, you know what? For variety this week, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try. People say more indies, so I'll give you more indies. And let's give it a go. Let's give it a run. So, here's how it went last night, okay?
All that to get up to how it went last night. Okay, boardroom. The audit is now in session. Get out your fucking Velcro wallets. I better hear the snaps of Velcro.
By the way, I should use
the rips of Velcro.
My blower tool because I'm seeing some hair and dust is accumulating on the keyboard.
Oh my god, you fucking ADHD. Go get medicated, for fuck's sake.
So I should probably clean it. Okay, so in regards to Mouthwashing, what do I think about it, okay? Interesting visual style that's kind of like, pixel graphics, but also has this like filter over it. Tries to make it look like retro, but future at the same time. Interesting premise. I don't want to really spoil it because the entire game is just story, but it is a horrific kind of premise. If you were actually in this situation in real life, you'd probably be scared crapless, if you know what I mean. And it's very grim, okay?
I'm gonna regret asking because I'm not gonna play it. What is this grim setting? What is he so traumatized by? Like, I can't imagine what grim setting that would terrify you if you were in it. Like, I
am enjoying it. We're 2 hours in and some grim stuff has happened. And the thing is that it jumps between 2 timelines. So you don't know what's really going on or what happened in each timeline. And you're like, what's going on here or there? So I'm actually enjoying it a good amount. Okay. I actually like being immersed in a narrative game for the first time in a long time. Haven't really been.
Oh, okay. Matthew James, for a second there, I thought you were answering. I read that whole thing. I was like, oh. Game Spaces is stupid. They only have mouthwash to eat after a spaceship crash. Oh, okay. So it's rationing and surviving. That means cannibalism is probably a thing. Being trapped in a broken spaceship with no food and no hope of rescue and slowly starving to death. Brother, I'm going to need you to go ahead and like have a life experience, any life experience, positive or negative. I need you to have a life experience. Okay. Just one. Because if this is your trauma, it's a very grim, like you would probably be scared crapless if this happened. Bitch, I have been through that situation in my head. I don't know how many times. Not, on a spaceship, but the whole, what happens if fucking I have to abandon the house and what am I taking? Where am I going? North, south, east, or west? What are the assets in either direction? Is there people that I know? Are there safe havens that I know? Or is there land I know? Shit like that. You got Phil out here acting like, oh my God, guys. We're all held up by this illusion of safety. Like, bitch, have you ever seen Fight Club? Have you ever seen fucking any of the fucking movies that are like trying to warn you about being a fucking consumer and oh my, Phil! Oh, you give me a headache, Phil.
It was fun for you.
I need the head-on clip. Vika gave it to me and I don't have it ready. Oh my God.
But here's the fun thing, okay? Here's the fun thing. Here's the funny thing is what I meant to say. Sorry, I'm distracted by this pain. It really is hurting me.
We get it,
the funny
Phil.
thing is thus.
The funny thing is thus? We understand. You're in pain. Please stop bringing it up.
I try a game like this, you get a mixed audience. I would argue that half the audience that was here last night was having a great time.
Dude, Berserk would own him, zombie.
Was enjoying ourselves and immersed in a new kind of game and its dark tones and stuff like that. And then the other half just sat here complaining this game sucks, it's boring, it's a walking simulator. And it's like, I remember the first game that anyone ever called a walking simulator from back in the day was a game called Gone Home. Also an indie PC game.
What does that have to do with this?
No one really knew that game developer. It was kind of unknown. Today, they're much more well-known. But
what does that have to do with this? Ooh, another one that would break him. Old boy. Old boy would fucking crucify this man mentally.
It was like the first game where you really just walk around and you explore and it has this eerie atmosphere and this ongoing mystery and you have to read a lot of dialogue and
ooh, Dapper, I like that. Now I'm intrigued.
hidden logs and journals and things to get the gist of what the story is. But by the end of the day, Gone Home was actually a really good game. All right, it was actually quite entertaining and a fun game at the end. It was kind of like a laugh out loud ending because the whole game you're scared at stuff and then at the end nothing happens, okay?
Spock's not having any of it.
So, ever since I played that, there's been all these different games over the years. Everyone's gone to the Rapture. Remember that one? Hell, horror games like the whole Amnesia series, right? And they're all various different degrees of thriller, mystery, horror, but they're all the same premise. You're walking around in first person, you're doing some dialogue, or you're reading, and you're trying to discover what's really going on in the story. I feel like this all started back in the day with Telltale games, but evolved into this first person gameplay mechanic. Because with Telltale games, it's all, you're like playing the role of the characters and picking dialogue choices, right? While in these games, you're in first person actually moving around.
Henry, I want to say I've seen the video or that I've listened to what you're talking about. And I just like the anti-consumer mentality. Like, even if there is some deeper seated thing with Fight Club that Tyler Durden's ideals are actually really, really bad for whatever reason. Like not the, I mean, obviously it's bad blown up credit card companies and shit like that. That's bad, obviously. But I just like the ideal or the idea of, as I, use a computer that I probably don't need and monitors I don't need on a microphone I didn't need with a Steam Deck that I didn't need, all that stuff.
Bruh.
I like the idea of stop buying shit you don't need.
So you have more of an element of control, even though, admittedly, you probably don't, right? Like, you're probably still on rails, and you're in for the same ride as everyone else. It's not like you're really going to change the outcome of the game that much with how you play it, but I get that some people don't like narrative-based games, all right? But last night, I feel like I had a great time with this game. I got $50 of support playing Mouthwashing.
And be happy.
Okay? Now,
Yes, it is, Wyatt.
I think you're starting to see the point that I make when I talk about playing indie games. It seems like increasingly there's more demand for me to play them, especially as AAA releases are faltering and failing and not as good as they used to be. But it seems like when I play indie games, it's incredibly hard to get people to actually show up and engage and support with them.
No, there were at least 3 different narratives or sentences that I wanted to go down being critical of one or each sentence was a critical aspect, but that was different of that sentence that he just said. And I vapor locked because I was like, I don't know which one to pick. And so I'm just not picking one. I'm just going to let him go.
Or support them, I should say. Again, sorry, I'm not talking properly today because of the pain in my shoulder. It's actually
We get it. You have pain in your shoulder. Okay, we understand, Phil.
I can't like unfuck her sister, you know?
You don't have to tell us.
quite distracting me. Okay. So yeah, like last night, I'm having a great time. Everyone's, we're engaging, we're hanging out, we're talking about the game, and then there's just no support coming in. And I'm like, you understand you want more of this, right? I get it. You want more, but then you have to actually show up and support it. And that's not happening, Admittedly, sometimes with other games like Balatros, sometimes we have great nights.
Can you imagine just chastising or lecturing your fucking viewers? Anybody who streams, right? I don't care if it's 100 people, 1,000 people, 5 people. Can you imagine chastising your streamers or your viewers for like, guys, I normally get.
Why is there a boat here? Am I supposed to ride the boat to school?
I normally get 10 streamers and I only had 5. Do you want to tell me what the fuck is going on? Do you want to explain your fucking behavior to me? Here I am putting this out for you and you guys don't even show up. Bitch, maybe 5 of them had anniversaries that night. Maybe it was their birthday, one of them. Maybe one of them's mom died. Maybe one got into a car accident. Can you just shut the fuck up?
Sometimes we don't, but we have had some great nights with Balatro, okay? But particularly last night, I was disappointed. Because here's a game that's unique.
Exactly.
That's fun. That's interesting. That's indie. We're supporting it by playing it and giving it exposure. It seems like a great game that a lot of people would enjoy, but where's the actual support for the stream?
The people that showed up to watch. There it is. Hard stop. End of story. There's the support. Shut the fuck up, Bill.
Okay? So this sadly makes me second guess my desire to want to play a bigger variety of games. If the games that get the level of support that I need to operate a business are games that are AAA big releases.
I want to hear that sentence one more time. I'm sorry. I know I'm pausing a lot. I'm on one today. I get it. I'm sorry.
If the games that get the level of support that I need to operate a business are games that are AAA big releases, then I need to play those. Then you need to stop with this notion of, guys, we can do whatever we want. I can play whatever game I want. Look, I'm barred by nothing, you guys. I have a PC. I have a PlayStation. I have these things. I have a Switch. I can do all of the things, you guys. But if you're saying, well, no, I have to play the games that make money, then just play those games and shut the fuck up. Just play the game. Just do dance, monkey, dance. Put on the suit, let the guy turn the little fucking box and shit and dance for the people as you get your money. That is your fucking job. You get it? Like, I get it. Like, people complain, oh, you always play this game in this series and you always play the same game here. Why aren't you branching out? Well, I am. But the fact is that when I try to branch out, it doesn't always work out. And here's a case in point. Okay? So I'm not sure what to do to remedy the situation. It just seems like support is kind of all over the place. Like, for example, I played Indiana Jones, and there were nights when we played Indiana Jones and we far exceeded the goals and did 2-3 goals in one stream. There were other times when I played Indiana Jones and it was on the slower side. You understand that not everybody, and again, you don't have a massive audience. 261 people, that is not enough, in my opinion, to maintain a level of business. Because I want you to think about it like this, right? So give me a second. Let me bring up my calculator. Netflix, right? Which has the fucking, you could watch as many fucking things as you want streaming or anything like that, right? What's like the cheapest here? We're just going to say it's $15, right? $15. All right. For $15 times he has 260. We'll go up and say 270. On Netflix platform, he would be making $4,050 a month. Multiply that by 12. And you're talking at $48,600. This is not what you would call a lucrative business. That would be a sustainable model. Yes, you could live off that within your means, but $48,000 is not fucking balling out. Okay, and what do you get for $15 a month on Netflix? How much value do you get? And that's like the $15 a month tier is the one that doesn't have ads. Phil wants you to pay more to get less value than Netflix, and he's going to advertise to you every fucking day. You don't have a business. You have a charity. You're a
busker, except a busker typically has talent. You have no talent. You have nothing. You're not attractive. You're not fit. You're not a connoisseur of fucking food. You're not a wine connoisseur, a whiskey connoisseur. You have no skill. You have no value. Why should anyone pay you? Oh, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
So is it necessarily the game, or is it just who can actually show up for a stream? Because honestly, it is a good variety of people who support my
No, he's got to cook. He's got to cook. He's got to cook. He's got to cook.
Say because they're morons. They're under the impression one person supports all my content. I'm not kidding you. They're that brain dead crazy. They're in this weird cult that legitimately believes one person impersonates like 40, 50, 60 different accounts.
I have to do the math. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We're going to say, I've heard 200. I've heard 100. We're going to go right down the middle. We're going to say $150,000. Okay. We're going to divide that by 12 months. That's $12,500 pre-tax per month. He currently has 263 people watching. Phil wants you to pay $47.52 a month for his service. Okay, let's do it a different way. He streams 6 days a week. He wants $300. Actually, he says he demands that. We'll get to that later. That's every week times 4. Oh, wait, that can't be right. Hold on. He wants $300 times 6 is $1,800. Yeah, times 4 is per week. Times 12 is, yeah, he wants $86,400 a year. Okay, so we'll divide that back by 12, right? $7,200 a month, and we're going to divide that by 263. He expects you, the viewer, to pay $27.38 a month per person for his content. And I really like breaking it down by costs because TISM, and also I think it puts it into a different perspective. Netflix has been jacking their shit up, right? Hulu, jacking it up. HBO, fucking cell phone provider, everything up. If I'm going to be paying $27 fucking a month for something, it better be a fucking HBO service and Disney and this and that. It better be multiple fucking services. Phil just wants you to give that to him for the gameplay, and he's going to beg you every single time he's on. He's going to advertise every single time you see him. There is no ad-free version of Phil Burnell. There's just not.
And comes to my streams and just supports this. It's the same person doing it under different names. I wish I was making that up, but that's how fucking nuts they are. That's how far gone they are. They actually believe it.
And Vanguard, I would load what you said you tried to send me. Apparently something's going on with my Discord. I can't load your DMs right now. I don't know why. It says messages failed to load, try again, and it's not letting me load them. So I don't know what's up, bud.
Admit, are there people who are regulars who come by and every once in a while will drop a big contribution and it helps the stream out a ton? Absolutely. Is that what happens every single stream? Absolutely not. Not at all. That's, there is a good variety of people.
Yes, it does. Or if it doesn't, that's when you have your slow streams.
That come by and support over different games, different times, and sometimes they'll show up for a game, sometimes they won't. So, last night, was this simply a situation where the people who were supportive couldn't show up? Not enough people outside of them were interested in this indie game? Was it just a bad night in general? Because this happens. Some people says it seems like Monday nights are always your worst. I don't know. Are they? Because that's the thing. I don't really care or track. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tracking, is this one particular day every week the slowest day? I don't look at that at all.
Yeah, exactly, Dapper. Name 5.
When this happens, right? It makes me think, should I listen to what seems to be a vocal minority? Meaning the people who want indie games more may very well be loud and demanding it, but may not be the crowd that's there to support the streams behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah, here's something else that nobody discusses, and I think I'm going to have to actually do a video on this, right? So you have to hit the $150 goal, right, in order for DSP to feel like a game is worth it, right? All right, so let's say I'm Joe Blow. I'm average Denthead McGee. I work a 9 to 5 at not McDonald's, but say I'm a fucking, I don't know, a blue collar worker, or maybe I'm a receptionist at a doctor's office, right? So maybe I pull in $30,000 to $40,000 a year, right? And every time I see Phil, every week I get to watch him 2 to 3 times a week, and every week I give him $5. Right? Every week, $15 a week. We'll just say for 3 times a week, $60 a month. I give him $60 fucking dollars. How much is that? You know, you break it back down into Netflix, you break it back down into all that other stuff. How much value should I expect for $60 a month? Now, here's what nobody talks about. If I donate my $5 on one of the streams that a whale comes and pushes him over the 150, hey, hooray, my vote counted. My $5, it counted. Now I can watch this more. Okay. But if I really like the game, if I really like Mouthwashed or Mouthwashing, whatever the fuck it was called, and I give my $5 because I really wanted to support, I'm like, Phil, this is a really cool game. Here's my $5. Because Phil doesn't get whaled out, my vote doesn't count. My support, my viewership, my loyalty, the fact that I'm because remember, re-upping memberships, that doesn't count either. So my re-upping my membership, my giving him $5, none of that matters because we didn't hit the goal. And how dare you not hit the fucking goal? I'm doing everything I can responsibly, right? $60 is what I can spend responsibly to support Phil. Well, you know what? That's your own fucking fault, you fucking peasant. You should be giving me more. Who allows themselves to think like this? I honestly want to know.
A lot of people come by and they'll do a tip here or there. They'll drop some memberships. They'll do a big super chat. And then we don't see them for weeks on end. And that's fine. They're the silent majority. Get it? The majority of people who are watching the content and possibly supporting it are not the people who are here all the time talking and asking for stuff. So, like, here's the thing. I want to play more games like Mouthwashing. I like this game. I would like to finish it later this week. I would like to do more variety of games that aren't necessarily 40-plus hour commitments of my time. I feel like doing a better variety of shorter games actually fits my stream format better than say, oh, I have to play this game now for 2 months, right? If anything, I wish that I would play more games like this because I do feel like this would be more beneficial to the business. Instead of just being committed to games that are going to take so long to finish, if we could beat a game in a couple nights and then we could jump in and out of more games and get more exposure to more games, I think it works, right? But I need people to show up and support them. So last night, all right, after thinking about this, I'm going to chalk it up to a one-night deal. That's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. So this is notification of wage quit incoming. That's what this is, right? That's what this whole fucking fluff session was, right? You ever been to a sales, trying to buy a car and they promise you that the one that they have that was $15,000 is on the lot and you show up and they're like, hey, here's a soda. Hey, oh, you look great. Oh, you look fantastic. Yeah. Come to find out the car that you wanted that was $15,000. Yeah, that actually got sold 20 minutes ago. And what they're doing is they're buttering you up to be like, we have a car that's similar, but it's $17,000. So we're going to go ahead and need you to just be okay with $2,000 more. Okay? Can you do that? That'd be great. All
right. I am going to finish.
Oh, he stopped with 20 minutes left in the game? Oh, okay.
Watching later this week. But when I actually stream it again, which it looks like it's going to likely be Thursday night, I need people to actually show up and engage and support with the second stream of Mouthwashing. All right? So I hope that you will.
This fucking guy.
Like, oh, I like this game or whatever.
Hold on. It finally came through. Voice message OGG. Vanguard. Let me see.
Guess what, Phil? I don't care.
Thanks, Vanguard.
I want more variety. I want shorter games from smaller studios to be part of my rotation. I want to be able to jump in and out of games between big games rather than it just be big game, big game, big game, big game. I'd like to have these things to break it up in the middle. I think that it works for variety purposes.
Then show more value.
This should be said. Indie games, all right, aren't necessarily games that are getting the giant levels of known exposure.
What are we doing? We're just throwing ourselves into the middle of fucking Seattle? What the fuck?
Chats are great. But remember, you don't matter unless you tip.
Ira, Spock is very happy that you donated the $5 super chat. You can hear him going buck wild right now. Mouthwashing would have been a success. Thank you for the 5, by the way. Mouthwashing would have been a success. Sorry, let me say that correctly. Mouthwashing would have been a success if he had played it last week. He gets whaled out on bi-weekly paydays along with SSI distribution dates. I had somebody hit me up. I don't know if they want their name to be known on Discord. And they were like, hey, he got whaled out today. And it was on Groundhog's Day. It was like on February 2nd. I'm like, yeah, it's a new month. Disability checks have hit. And he was like, oh shit, that's right. Yeah, disability checks hit. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Ira. See, I know how to pronounce your name now. And I know you're a dude.
Yeah,
I remember things. Why would you ever use this camera view? Oh my God. And lest we forget, I have not seen this. I haven't seen this part. Thank you again for the 5. He can't look right, kids. That's right. His nerves are pinched. He can't look right.
See, my camera blinked over there. I want to make sure it was still working.
Oh,
so for
darn.
Example, I would bet
I was hoping it would look right.
Mouthwashing, then say have
As he looked right.
played an Assassin's Creed major release that's going to come out, or you see, it's hard because there's so few AAA games that are good now. I can't even really call any out. Like for example, let's say the next God of War was coming out next month. Tons of people would play that.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Professor X has stronger looking legs than Phil. Oh my God.
So we all know what it is. Versus mouthwashing, it's more of an idea where you're going to get exposed to something new and different. You're going to get more of a shocking surprise and variety when you watch these kind of small-time game streams than if you're, say, just watching a game that you know everyone's playing, right? So, hopefully, all right, this will work out. Hopefully, when I go to finish mouthwashing later this week, we will turn it around and we will actually hit the goal that night. And that will give me more confidence in playing these kind of indie games in the future. I'm going to chalk it up to like a one-off night that was off, all right?
Better step it up, Dance. You're on thin ice.
But if I start to see a pattern, if we play these indie games and people don't show up and support them, then I'm not going to be able to play them. And that's sad. I want to play them. I feel like they do fit in there, right? Now, going along that same vein, obviously, guys, we want to keep the momentum rolling this week. Yesterday was a road bump. It really
Oh
was.
my
Yesterday was a bump that
God.
slowed us down, and now we have to get that momentum back.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
So let's, on this very stream of this podcast and
Here
Dark
it
Souls
comes.
mods, let's hit the goal.
Money, please.
That way we get to 93. Let's get the
Money, please.
momentum rolling back in the right direction so that we can get this marathon going later this week. Okay?
Money, please.
Okay? So,
Ectomorph 7. Oh, I'll answer that here in just a second.
I am the
G-Burk.
pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Thank you for the £5, G-Burk. Watch when Trump's tariffs kick in, his goals jump to 200 and 250 a stream. Watch this man's greed destroy him. Guys, eggs are $20. Yeah, I know. It's bad. Apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently something is like literally killing off chickens. And in order for it to get back up to stock, they're breeding them out the wazoo right now, but it's going to take time for them to get back up to spec, so to speak. Ectomorph 7 had asked, "What's my bench at?" I didn't max yesterday. I did work bench, and I think the top set that I did, which it's a working set, so a high perceived rate of exertion was 245 by 8. So 245 pounds, 8 times was my bench at this time. I haven't maxed in a while due to a shoulder impingement.
what I'd like to do, we have a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bird flu or not.
See where we're at.
No, bird flu culling. That's what it is. Okay.
Hopefully we get some good momentum building this morning. All right. So let's start on the YouTube side of things. Then we'll go to tips, and then we'll see where we're at. I don't think there's been anything on the kick side. I'll be honest. Seems like the last several days to week, the kick stuff has slowed down. We had a
And there was much rejoicing.
really strong end of January, and then all of a sudden it really slowed down here so far in February on kick. I hope that will turn
I don't take Trin. I take TRT.
around and flip and pick up. Okay. So let's start on the YouTube side of stuff.
My more impressive thing that I did today, Ectomorph, or at least I think it was impressive because it sucked donkey nuts, was a 2-mile ruck with an 80-pound pack.
Start out this morning with Perry the White gifting 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Perry, for that. I appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard here. That's the equivalent of $15 of support to get started, and I hope that everyone. I have.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Received.
Shut it!
Got gifted a membership, enjoys it. Thank you so much, Perry. Okay.
I am the
we have
pinnacle
Dark.
of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Ectomorph, thank you for the 10, man. No message even, just $10. Thank you. That was really nice of you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. If you have a message at me, I'll make sure to read it off.
Souls Master with a $2 super chat saying, I've lost my job. Here's a little to help. If you lost your job, I'm going to be honest, Dark Souls Master, you probably shouldn't be doing a super chat at the same.
Rare W. Good for you, Phil. Why do I already know he's going to fuck this up?
Lost my job. Here's a little to help.
You joined
if you
Bro
lost
Side
your
Phil?
job.
Banned.
Oh, and Nick, the BMX guy, has been a member now of the Gym Rats for a month. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate it very much.
I'm going to be honest, Dark Souls Master, you probably shouldn't be doing a super chat. At the same time, I don't believe you. Just being honest.
Could you, I don't know, have empathy just in case? No, you can't? You couldn't? I've lost my job here, something. Like, do you understand? Phil, that's when you should probably look inward and go, wow, am I begging so hard that I'm making people who lost their job feel bad that I don't have their money? And maybe, just maybe, Phil, you should wake the fuck up.
I don't think that someone who just lost their job would immediately run to stream and send a contribution. But thanks for the super chat regardless. Okay.
Like, W immediately fumbled and, not even fumbled, but he threw a backwards lateral to the other team.
All right.
Oh, absolutely, Matthew James. He's put two people into bankruptcy.
$5 super chat. He says, long-time viewer, first-time contributor. Excited for smart guys. Wrestling is still real to all of us, damn it. Well, I'm pretty sure that's false. I think you have contributed before.
Let the man have his fucking glory, okay? If he says he's a first-time contributor, why the fuck do you have to challenge it? Why can't you just be like, thank you, and be grateful? Why is that so fucking hard, Phil?
But yeah, I'm excited for smart guys tonight for sure. Wrestling commentary show tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be broadcast over on my @DSP Reacts channel. That's how you can find it on YouTube. Search for @DSP Reacts, or on my Kick channel, DSP Gaming Reel. Good show tonight because we're going to be recapping the Royal Rumble in detail, and then talking about last night's Monday Night Raw, which set up several big plot lines leading to the Elimination Chamber and then possibly to WrestleMania. So it should be a really good show.
This is the stuff that I actually do not care about. Like, I get that there are people who care about wrestling. Not my thing. I hope you guys don't mind, but it's not for me. I don't know why, but it's not.
So tonight, I hope that you guys will join me for it and support it. Remember, there's a change. Now what happens is on that show, all right, it is split between myself and Ashton. So if whatever we make on that show gets split by half and it's enough to reach a goal, we're going to count it towards my goal streak. So tonight, the success of Smart Guys could get us to our actual marathon later this week. So let's see how Smart Guys goes tonight, okay?
God, I hope terribly.
Cool. Then we have Princess Luna with a very generous $20 super chat saying, I'm hyped for Dark Souls. Thank you so much, Princess Luna. What a very generous super chat. Oh, by the way, this is wrong. This is top subs. I got it in the wrong section here. Let's fix it. I'm stupid. So Princess Luna, thank you for that. That will get us up to $43 of support so far today. Thank you for the good momentum. Now, that's all on the YouTube side. Let's take a look at tips. And by the time I'm done shouting out tips, we should get our first contribution.
What? Hold on.
Take a look at tips. And by the time I'm done shouting out tips, we should get our first contribution.
Oh my God, am I having a stroke? Am I speaking English right now? Can you guys understand me? Am I having a stroke?
Let's take a look at tips.
We just got done reading super chats. Let's take a look at tips.
And by the time I'm done shouting out tips, we should get our...
By the time I'm done shouting out tips, which implies that we have tips. We've already gotten super chats. We've gotten tips. We've gotten super chats. But by the time I'm done reading the super chats and tips,
our first contribution.
Make it make fucking sense. Make that make sense.
Over on Kick. We better get one. That's all I have to say. The king is saying we better get some subs over on Kick by the time I'm done with tips. You understand me? I will waggle my royal finger at you.
Wow.
If there's no contributions on the Kick side.
Okay, so it's for Kick. He wants... Fine. Just
all right,
fine.
So we start off with a $2 tip from Flatman B. He says, good afternoon, everyone. I'm working and listening in. I hope that all is well. Peace to everyone. Thank you, Flatman B, for our first tip of the day. Gets us to $44 of support. Thank you, Flatman. Someone tried to tip, but sadly their tip got flagged. It was a $2 tip. And I don't know who it is, because when it gets flagged, all it says is a pending payment was flagged. And it says it's for $2, but I can't see it. I can't see your message. So I'm sorry, whoever tried to send me $2, for some reason, it got flagged. Now, I know this sounds silly because it is. Frequently, this happens dependent on the text you use in the tip. If you say something that sounds risque, like if you say something about bombs, if you say something about the Middle East, I'm serious, it'll get flagged. One guy used to have the name, his name was like the country of Iran, and he would tip me, and every one of his tips would get flagged because the country Iran would get flagged on PayPal.
Okay. Oh, what up, Navy? How you doing, man? We've been suffering.
So, I don't know what you wrote, but sadly they didn't like it, and I can't shout you out because your tip is frozen, and I have to see if that clears, so I'm sorry about that, but hopefully it will clear. Let's see here. I got a $1.69 tip.
From a troll?
When you hit 200 goals, you should appear on Lolcow Live. Well, first off, this is funny because people keep asking me questions like this. Will I be on Lolcow Live? When am I going to be on Lolcow Live? All right, first of all, you may not realize this. I'm not part of Lolcow Live. I turned that, well, I didn't.
How Phil really feels about his chat. Hold up.
Good morning, Mr. Scrooge. Cratchit, what are you doing with that piece of coal? I was just trying to thaw out the ink. Bah, you used a piece last week. Now, get on with your work, Cratchit.
Yeah, that actually tracks. That's pretty much how he looks at him.
Didn't turn the offer down. I never was even formally made the offer, but I'm not part of that show. It's not like I can say,
He was going off. Okay, so it was Kick, yeah.
hey, I think I'm going to be on Lolcow Live today, and then all of a sudden I'm just on the show. That's not how it works. What happens is, like, if someone wants you to be on a show, they'll reach out and contact you and be like, hey, we're interested in having you on our show. Would you like to be a guest? And then you can either accept or you can decline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how the show works. You get it? Like, now, let me put it this way. If there was a reason that I felt there was a huge reason or benefit that if I appeared on that show,
Benefit,
that it would
okay,
either
go
help me,
figure.
or it would help the viewers, or it would help the community, or hell, it would help that show or whatever, I wouldn't be against reaching out to someone like Boogie or Wings or Keemstar and say, hey, can I be on the show? But I haven't really thought about it. I don't see like what kind
So Kafkos, he said he would stop shouting out tips that are less than $2 if they were also a disgusting name. Oh, there's going to become an anonymous tip. What a surprise.
kind of a benefit there would be if I were to appear on their show. Quite frankly, I don't feel like there's any real crossover here, right? Like, I don't think there's anything going on there between us, right? What exactly crossover would there be? Like, the biggest thing that would happen would be if I played Wings in a game or something. And I would be down for that, but it sounds like they're just all talk and no action, right? All bluster, but no actual, actioning of anything. I've not been contacted by anyone. Apparently they've talked about it on their show, having an event where I play Wings in a game, but nothing's happened with it. So it sounds to me like it's just nonsense that they spout for their show, and they have no plans to do anything with it. So, yeah, I don't really see any point
All this for a $1.69 tip, by the way.
talking about Lolcow Live because I have no association with them, right? If there was ever a reason for me to do it, and I was contacted about it, and have some kind of a crossover event, it's a maybe. It's not like it used to
A message that made you cry? Oh, boy.
be, where it used to be absolutely positively no. Like, that's not my answer anymore, only because I do have more open horizons and considerations now when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's just that it has to be something that's mutually beneficial.
Have a good lift, Farrell.
One-sided, where one side benefits or the other side benefits. It has to be something that everyone's going to work out and get something out of, right? So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But no, it's not like I could snap my fingers and now I'm on Lolcow Live now. Watch this. Look, I'm on the show. Here I am. What are you talking about? I don't run that show.
Yeah, Astroga, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean, it makes sense how you explain it. Yeah.
okay.
Hello?
So that's it. Okay, now,
Mr. B- so
I've
that's
finished
it.
counting out the tips, and I'm very, 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 very sad to report. Very upset to report. Okay?
That.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
We have no contributions on Kick. Zero. We've had memberships, we've had super chats, we've had tips. We have absolutely no support on Kick. So
And there was much rejoicing.
what is going on over there?
Are we really fucking holding up the fucking pre-cum pisscast to fucking wait for memberships or whatever they're fucking called over on Kick? Is that's what we've been reduced to, Phil?
We got a troll, do we? Yeah, there it is. Thank you. I didn't see this person. I got him. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Now, I'm not saying this, but just listen to some of the messages that we're getting in the YouTube chat right now. Just listen to this. Kick
Oh,
is
here we
failing.
go.
Why bother even streaming on Kick at this rate? Kick is an open revolt. They're refusing to pay taxes to their king. Listen to
Wow.
this. This is what YouTube is saying. And YouTube has paid the tithe this morning. They have. They've contributed to the coffers while Kick has not. So,
Wow.
should I turn the Kick stream off? Just turn it right off right now? Just cut the cord?
Yes, feel free. Go ahead. No one cares.
Just turn it right. Just, hey, forget it. Right? What's going on, Game Boy? Good morning.
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Well, first of all, Kitty, thank you very much for the 5. Second of all, I'm going to go ahead and read this. What's new, everyone? I'm in and out. I mean, you kind of, you walked right into that one. I'm just kind of saying. But thank you for the 5. And while you're here, glad to have you. While you're gone, Hope you're getting whatever you need to do or have fun doing done.
Han Servo says, you've been a variety streamer for a long time. Ever thought about maybe sticking to a certain genre or type of game? Do you want me to be honest? I feel like because I'm a variety streamer, that's why I'm still around. Okay? If I were someone who had focused solely on one genre, just first-person shooters, just fighting games, whatever, I would not be successful. The reason that I can succeed is because I'm a jack of all trades. I jump between
and a master of none
games, and you'll see a different crowd of people watching my stream today for Dark Souls than you will on my stream tonight when I do wrestling commentary. You'll see a completely different group of people watching me play Ninja Gaiden 2 Black tomorrow than, say, as when I play Street Fighter later in the week or when I'm playing Mouthwashing when I finish the game, right? And this is good, because the funny part is people are like, I don't get it. How can Phil make a good living? If on his streams on YouTube, on average, it appears that he has between 200 and 300 viewers, and his streams on Kick have like 40 to 50 viewers. How can someone who has like 400 viewers a day make a living?
Yeah, this is going to be so good. This cope is going to be delicious. I have not seen this. I'm going to go ahead and postulate my theory. The theory that I have is you have X number of hate watchers. They're always going to watch. Okay. Depending on the game, each crowd is unique or equal based on the game he's playing. So right now he's been having like 276, right? If he was playing a fighting game, he'd get 276. If he would then go and play an RPG, he would still have 276. But what he's saying is that an unknown amount of people drop off of the fighting game viewers, like they just don't show up for the RPG one, and the exact same number come back from the RPG that like RPGs, they show up and take their place. It just so happens to be a perfect match. Like the statistical odds of that happening are probably, you probably have a better chance winning the lottery, 16 sextillion times before that would happen, but
because it's not the same viewers. You see, I've got people who are rotating constantly. There's also a whole group of people who only watch me on demand. Okay. And those people then support in other ways from time to time. So in reality, I have a large audience. It's just that they're split between the content that I make. So that's much better than saying I have a core audience that only tunes in when I play one type of game. Because here's the danger of that. All right. Allow me to explain.
Oh,
if
boy.
you only do one thing and you're known for only one thing, then if you ever feel like you're getting stale or you're getting stagnant or you're getting burnt out and you're getting tired of doing that thing and you want to change that thing and experiment with other stuff, 9 times out of 10, you fail and you get stuck doing the one thing you're known for. I'm going to give you a couple of really big examples here.
DSP.
Angry Video Game Nerd, The Nostalgia Critic, and Angry Joe. Every one of those creators,
which is more successful than you,
all right, got known for doing a certain kind of content. The Angry Video Game Nerd for doing the AVG and character videos and reviews. The Nostalgia Critic for doing the Nostalgia Critic style review. The Angry Joe for doing his big, crazy, highly produced, edited game reviews.
Which are infinitely more successful than you. Yeah.
Skits and all of this stuff. They're very successful when they focus in on the stuff they're successful for. But if they try to veer out of those lanes, they fail. Every time. No exaggeration. Angry Video Game Nerd expressed over a decade ago his desire to quit, but the only thing he makes that people will watch is the Angry Video Game Nerd videos. And even if he tries to do something bigger as AVG and like a movie, even that flopped. Okay? Nostalgia Critic literally quit. Nostalgia Critic ended the series, and everything he tried to do for the next year failed miserably to the point where he had to begrudgingly restart the Nostalgia Critic videos or else he was going to go out of business. Angry Joe outright told his viewers, I don't want to do these reviews much anymore because they take too long, they're too much work, they're too expensive, and if YouTube demonetizes them for some reason, I make nothing on all my work. I'd much rather be a streamer in this or that. And his audience said, well, that's great, but we really want your reviews, so too bad, keep making them. And so he
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Angry Joe's doing just fine, dog.
has to keep doing them. So
yeah, but here's the thing, Phil. They're doing it because there's a passion that like they want to contribute to like their audience, to the rest of the world. Like they want to have purpose in their life, right? It's why I work, right? If I could retire right now, I'd still have a job somewhere. I guarantee it, right? Because I don't know what I would do sitting around on my ass all day, right? I just don't know what I would do. It would bother the shit out of me. Okay, so that's why they're doing it. They're likely, I don't know for sure, but they're likely independently wealthy. They could quit and do nothing from this point forward. How close are you from independently wealthy?
Oh, that's the thing. I get it, but I realize that the reason that I get to continue to do what I love and to be successful, all right, is very simple. Because I never pigeonholed myself into one style of content and got stuck making it. Instead, I can do variety all the time. And I'm successful at things that I try.
That's just funny.
For example, this wrestling commentary show, I've slid right back into it, and it's doing good. We're getting good views, good support. It's actually doing well. I could play
Yeah, except it's had deprecating review or diminishing returns every single episode.
big variety of games, and they all work, right? I could do a podcast every day that people enjoy chilling with me. A lot of people actually have said now, I enjoy watching you on the podcast and hanging out with you more than I actually like your gameplay these days.
Yeah, because your gameplay is nothing more than you looking at the screen, not talking to the chat, chastising the chat, and begging. At least with the podcast, you talk about something other than fucking money and rage, and we make fun of you for your out-of-pocket comments and terrible fucking takes. Of course people like you better, quote-unquote, like you better. They like this content better than you fucking playing a video game fucking poorly, blaming it on anybody else other than yourself, and then begging for fucking more money. What do you expect, Phil?
And I don't care about that. Do you think I'm upset about that? No, I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad that people now like me for other things rather than just sitting here and yelling at a game all day, okay? So, that's awesome. So here's the thing. I get what you're saying. I've been doing variety now for over, 16 years. And never really, I would say with the exception of classic Street Fighter, right? If you look at me playing like Super Turbo and classic Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, stuff like that, those games I do really well at, right? But outside of that, arguably, do I really do well at much else? Maybe you could say modern Call of Duty I do decently at, but no.
No, we couldn't. We wouldn't say that. No one would say that. I would love to see you go up against Atlas. Atlas, according to him, I can't verify this, had such a KD ratio on the maps that he knew the best. Treyarch banned his account for like a week because they said, based on the KD ratio, we think you're cheating.
I'm not a master of any trade. You're not going to sit here and watch my videos for instructional value or anything.
Oh God, no, we know that. You are useless as a man. Yeah, this is not something that you walk out chest out with, dog. You don't walk around going, hey guys, do you see how useless I am? Behold how useless I am. But here we are, Phil. I cannot believe this is where we are. Chest out. I want to hear this again. Chest out. I am useless as fuck. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, but no, I'm not a master of any trade. You're not going to sit here and watch my videos for instructional value or anything like that, right? But I'm okay with that.
I wouldn't be.
I'm absolutely, positively 100% happy with who I am as a creator, with the content I'm making. I feel like
Hey, so I know this is going to be hard to understand. Overall, in life, I'm quote-unquote happy, okay? I want to hear his verbiage in this. Hold on.
Positively 100% happy, right? But I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely, positively 100% happy.
I'm absolutely, positively 100% happy. I'm not 100% happy at all times. I'm not smiling ear to ear about my job. I was looking for another job before I got learned about this other position that I might be moving into. We'll find out hopefully Thursday. Right? I'm not happy with my current position. I fucking hate it. Like, it's paint by numbers. It's boring to me. I feel like I can do more. Okay? My life isn't perfect. Me and the lady, we argue, Oh, she's the love of my life. She's this, she's that. Sometimes she wants to beat the brakes off me. Other times, she annoys the piss out of me, right? Like, it happens. That's life. Anybody who says, I am 100% happy at all the time is hiding so many fucking skeletons in their closet. Like, you don't want to open that shit, man. At all.
Who I am as a creator, with the content I'm making, I feel like it has merit, it has value, it definitely entertains everyone. And I don't get bored, like, no lie.
Yeah, why am I toxic? I've got another, I basically was given a project for this Thursday. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to see what happens after that.
I never come to work and I'm like, man, what a boring day I have to work through today. Not once has that ever happened.
Wow. Then you are easily entertained because half your shit is just the same schlock over and over again.
I'm happy that because I'm doing what I'm doing, it's so fun and it's more laid back. It's not all ultra serious all the time. You know what I mean?
That's the bedroom, Meth Bear.
I'm having a good time with it all. So I hope you guys understand that. Okay, I do. And that's why you're never going to really see me, I feel anyway, become a master of one thing or focus in on only play one genre of game. Because I feel like it would work maybe in the short term, but after a while I would get burnt out. This would even happen back in the day when I was a competitive fighting game player. And I just played fighting games nonstop for a set period of time. Let's say for 3-4 straight months, I would play fighting games like crazy. I would get burnt out. I would get tired of it. I would be like, I don't want to keep doing this. I'm bored of it now. I've done too much of it. And I'm frustrated doing it. So I would actually give myself big chunks of break. So I would play fighting games 4 or 5 months in a row, crazy. I would travel, I would play at tournaments, and then cold turkey, I would quit for like a month, 2 months. And my friends would even be like,
hold on, let me hear this again. Sorry. I had a text message come in.
I would get burnt out.
It's Redeem Blood, Russian.
Fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Oh, God, every time you say it, it makes me feel terrible. However, Russian Milk Bear, thank you for the 2. My tithe, LMAO. Thank you. I know it's not necessary. Or I know you know it's not necessary. But you know that there's no tithe, right? You don't have to give me super chats, Russian Milk Bear. You know that, right? Like, you know that. I hope. All right.
Just play fighting games nonstop for a set period.
Oh, and by the way, it's exclamation point redeem and then blood, Russian.
Let's say for 3-4 straight months, I would play fighting games like crazy. I would get burnt out.
Okay.
I would get tired of it.
What's up,
I would be
Tato
like,
Butt?
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm bored of it now. I've done too much of it, and I'm getting frustrating doing it. So I would actually give myself big chunks of break. So I would play fighting games 4 or 5 months in a row.
I even watched you type that in, Dr. Detractor.
Crazy. I would travel. I would play at tournaments, and then cold turkey, I would quit for like a month, 2 months. And my friends would even be like, "You're not going to this tournament? You're not doing this?" I was like, "No, I'm literally cutting it
Wait, you don't have friends.
right now on purpose because I need this break. I need to have variety in my life. I need to focus on other things. Then when I get back to it, it'll feel refreshing again." And that's really what I feel I've been successful at here is I don't overly spend.
No, you're good, man, Russian. I'm
too
giving
much
you
time doing anything.
Russian. I'm giving you flack, dog. I know you don't. I know you don't actually think that you have to tithe or something like that for me. I just think of it more like a bit, man. I appreciate it still.
In particular, and because of that, people like to come back and watch various content that they enjoy. Some people are here for the podcast every day. Some are here for fighting games. Some are here for shooters. Some are here for RPGs. Some are here for action. Some are just here for funny stuff like the commentary I'm doing right now on Smart Guys with Ashton. And that's good. That's why I've had 16 years of longevity, because people aren't just here for the same shtick every day. It's different every day. And that's a good thing, right? So there you go. And by the way, I planned it this way. Allow me to explain.
Oh, this is fucking disgusting. I don't know anything about this next bit, but just based off that, by the way, everything after by the way, from facial expressions to the words stated, is so fucking black, toxic, disgusting, it might be rated C, Sam.
Day, it's different every day. And that's a good thing, right? So there you go. And by the way, I planned it this way. Allow me to explain. Back in the day when I was starting to become a popular YouTuber.
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Dr. Detractor, thank you for the 69 kroner, 70 kroner, my gym tithe. And sorry for having been quite sad and quite, I'll get better. And yes, I'm open about it. Even what you saw on Facebook. Well, I'm glad you're open about it. There is no such thing as a tithe. Stop that. I hope you're not staying sad. And I'm glad that you're committed to feeling better. Thank you so much, Doc. I wish nothing but the best for you. Big hugs. So, you're awesome.
Back in the day when I was starting to become a popular YouTuber.
Okay.
I had opportunity to choose to focus on Street Fighter because I was blowing up on YouTube for Street Fighter. My Street Fighter videos were getting more views than all of the videos from the pros. I'm talking all the top players would try to upload videos and no one would care. They cared about my videos because they were entertaining. Get it?
Where's your power sip after that? Get it? Because no one believes you, Phil.
So I was blowing up for Street Fighter. And I actually had people in the FGC who I was friendly with saying, "Dude, you're like the top Street Fighter guy. Are you going to keep doing it? Are you going to do it full time? Because there's potential. You can go to every tournament. You could become the Street Fighter guy on YouTube now." And you want to know what I told them? No.
I can't wait. You told them no because you have to stay true to your laurels. You have to maintain the integrity of DSP Space Gaming.
No, I'm not going to do that. And they were all confused. They were like, "But there's money in it. I don't get it. Why would you not?" I said, "Because that's short-term success, and what's going to happen is it's going to burn out and fizzle out."
You know what? Go ahead and pour me a little bit of a full glass of that rum.
Bert.
No ice, no ice.
Street Fighter right now is hot. But the thing is, Street Fighter and fighting games in general have popularity waves. Sometimes Street Fighter is really popular.
My hand is a dolphin!
When there's a hot new game
For
out,
those
and then
that
after a
don't
year,
know, the U.S. government actually made $2 bills. What morons?
Thank you for the 2. Is this where I pay my moving violation fine? No, but thank you for the 2. And Mars Champ, welcome to the Gym Newbies. So thank you for signing up to the Gym Newbies. I appreciate it, Mars. That's very nice of you. No ice. No ice. Hey, you know what? Oh, looky there. We did. We just hit 100 concurrent viewers. That means I'm going to give out 5 memberships. So we're going to find out who gets them. Rat meow.
Broside Phil? Banned.
Let's see. We got Ozzy's Game Room, Lou Reed, Travis B, Mr. Walrus, and Solid Fool. All got the Gym Rats memberships. So Enjoy.
Two, it tanks, and then people don't really care about it anymore. If I'm a creator that hyper focuses on Street Fighter only or fighting games in general, what's going to happen is eventually
You joined Bro Side Phil? Banned.
Things are going to get slower, and then I'm going to suffer for it. And it wouldn't be my fault. It would be the industry that would cause a big slump for me. And I don't want to be a victim of the industry, or, you know what I mean? And the big problem with that.
This is the same guy who bought probably tens, if not 20s or 30,000s of dollars worth of, we'll just say tens of thousands of dollars worth of fucking action
You
figures.
joined Bro Side Phil? Banned.
You got to remember, there was an 8+ year span where
God damn it. It'll eventually pop, Jorge, but I heard we had to give money to watch the stream. Yes, you totally heard correctly. I demand all $0.
Bro Side Phil? Banned.
I demand everybody gives $0, and that is the money that I demand.
Capcom didn't make fighting games. They stopped making them cold turkey and didn't start until Street Fighter 4.
Stop saying cold turkey. Stop it. Doc, thank you for gifting
For those that
5.
don't know, the U.S. government actually made $2 bills. What morons?
For gifting the 5, Cenobite, my mommy got one, Kohi got one, XGS got one, Toxic Cherry Juice. Isn't that, I want to say that's a celebrity. I'm pretty sure. And Agamember got it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dr. Detractor. And guys, thank Dr. Detractor for the memberships. I greatly appreciate it. I've got 5 more memberships to give. I'll give them before the end of the stream. So, but thank you, Doc.
Phil? Banned.
I greatly appreciate it. You guys have been fantastic.
Or again, way future, like 2008, 2009. So imagine having an 8-year slump where now you're not getting any views and making no money just because these game companies decide to not make fighting games.
Right. Okay. But if you have a personality, Phil, you could make content tied to fighting games.
You joined Bro Side Phil? Banned.
All right. So you have the slump that you're talking about with fighting games. But Navy just gifted 5. Native Mamba, Watch Me Print, Dissentation, Yeah, It's True, and Joe G all got memberships thanks to Navy Vet for Life. Navy, thank you so much, brother.
Bro Side Phil? Banned.
I hope everything is working out good for you. I've been giving you good thoughts here in the back end in the Midwest, hoping for nothing but the best for you, dog. If you're feeling good, great. If you're feeling bad, I hope you feel better. But thank you guys. You guys have been fantastic. I don't have any extra bingo squares
banned
that I can use for this, but you know, if I had bingo, I'd totally use these as bingo squares. I promise. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, that's what I was going with. Thank you, Kafkas, for dragging my fucking ADD ass back on track. Okay, so you have this 8-year slump, right? You could do a deep dive into what the massive change was between Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter 2, or why they even made a Street Fighter 2 Turbo when they already had a Street Fighter 2. You could dive into a topic
banned
in a different way, kind of like how we go into the Dead Sea Scrolls on your dumbass when you're like outrageously boring, or we do This Is How You Don't Plays when you're outrageously boring. Like, there's ways to make content if you have a personality, if you have not a grift,
you joined Bro Side Phil?
A shtick.
Banned.
A shtick, like you know, I don't think it's a shtick, but you know, I've got the lifting side of the house, right? Atlas is one of the younger, generation. He's got that generation market like fucking perfect. Not to mention the dude like has the radio voice and is really fast with his wit.
You joined Bro Side Phil? Banned.
You got Kinda Sav and Shroom that are just fucking killing their angle. Jad, who kills his angle. That being said, who kill their angle. All of us cover you. None of us cover you the same way. It's an amazing how that works, Phil.
Pretty dumb, don't you think? So instead, I said, no, I'm going to continue.
You joined Bro Side Phil?
Variety. I'm going to push variety in my content because I want it to be that if there's a slump in one genre, that's okay, because then I can continue to do other genres of content to pick up the slack. And it has worked. While the rest of the fighting game community had to go to shilling garbage. I mean, let's sell shitty quality home arcade machines. Let's push garbage products like food subscription services and shit on our streams.
Banned.
I don't have to do that. I'm successful being me because I wasn't a victim of the industry. That industry right now is going into a slump again. It is. Street Fighter 6 is not nearly as popular as it used to be. Smash Brothers is not pushing numbers anymore. Multiversus, a new fighting game, failed within 2 to 3 years and is about to shut down. Fighting games are in a slump. All right? I could be hurting right now, but I'm not because I decided to not be a one-trick pony. You know?
No, you just married one. Well, not a one-trick pony, a horse. Anywho.
Thankfully. Because, man, let me tell you, if I had to sit here on this stream and tell you guys to go buy a shitty arcade, one-up arcade machine, or to buy a food subscription service that I know is a piece of shit and is a ripoff, or Dollar Shave Club, or whatever the fuck the flavor...
Dapper, I will beat you with my keyboard. Not for the thing of I have no tithe to give, but for the fact that you typed that out as if you owe me. Dapper.
For the day is
Dapper.
The new YouTube sponsorship, right? I would hate myself. I would legitimately...
I hate you already. Can we join forces? Can you hate yourself and I can hate you too?
I hate getting up in the morning and having to turn on this stream because it means it's shilling time. You know? Now, here's the thing. Did I shill this morning? Of course I did. But I shilled for me and my content. Support my content.
My God. Guys, I could not stand shilling. Did I shill? Yeah. Do you? But it was for my stuff, guys. Shilling is shilling, motherfucker.
Hit the goals. Let's do a reward marathon. I didn't say, hey, everyone, buy garbage products and support exploitative corporations so that they'll send me a few bucks so I can make a living. I said,
no, buy garbage products from me, from a manufacturer that probably makes them dirt ass cheap, but I get a big cut like you advertise. And then if you give me enough money, you get to watch me eat. You know what, Phil? Give me the Raycons. Give me the Raycons. Give me install Raid Shadow Legends on my phone. Okay, give me the fucking food service thing, right? Let me buy that shit and get something for it rather than watch you shove a Popeye's chicken sandwich in your fucking mouth. Like, get fucked.
Support my content because you like it. I feel a lot better about that. I really do. So while all these communities are basically having to use this formula to succeed, I need a sponsorship, I need a partnership, I need to shill. I don't have to do that because I'm a variety creator. And I'm happy that I've taken the road that I have. Listen, certainly, I'm not as affluent as a lot of these other people who do this full time. And I know that because of the choices that I've made. I've stayed independent and I've made that active decision to do so. But I'm happy with who I am. Okay? So.
I can say this unironically, Phil. You shouldn't be happy with who you are. You should be ashamed of yourself as a person and as a man.
Thank you to those who allow me to be true to who I am, to do the content I want to do, to not make me go into the same bullshit formula as these creators. I got to do the grind. This is what I don't get. People who say the grind. The grind? Dude, every day I get up, I turn on my setup, I chill with you guys.
You get up at 10 a.m. That being your wake up time, and you don't have to like work hours that are really weird. Like, for instance, if I was going to be working Singaporean hours, I may adjust my fucking time to wake up at like 3 p.m. or something, whatever the fucking good time would be to fucking wake up for that. Like, you are an adult man, quote unquote, and you wake up at like 10 a.m. That right there should just be a red flag.
We have a good time, and I make money doing it. That's not a grind. That's a fun lifestyle. I don't feel the grind of the creator because I'm smarter than that.
Oh, dude, what you're doing right now is you're walking around the locker room with like 4 pairs of pants on and screaming from the top of your lungs that you have the biggest dick. Like, I have the biggest dick in the locker room. People are like, all right, drop trow and show it. Oh my God, guys, are you gay? No, you're talking about being the big dick in the locker room. So are you the big dick in the locker room? I told you I am, guys. I am successful. Sorry, I am successful.
Dude, every day I get up, I turn on my setup, I chill with you guys, we have a good time, and I make money doing it. That's not a grind. That's a fun lifestyle. I don't feel the grind of the creator because I'm smarter than that.
Anybody who says I'm smarter than that, anybody who says I am smart is a victim of Dunning-Kruger. You want to talk to, you could talk to fucking Stephen Hawking if he was alive and be like, so do you consider yourself smart? And he'd be like, no, I don't. I consider myself knowledgeable in certain subjects. I consider myself well-versed in this, but I'm not overly smart. You know, there's a level of humility that comes with any amount of knowledge.
I always was. But these people who are, oh, the grind, and I got to do this, and I got to show this. No, you don't. You just have to be creative and make better content. Then people would support you for you instead of having to buy garbage products because you tell them to. Instead of being an influencer, you'd be an actual creator. But this is what's been lost in modern content creation. These people all are influencers now. Oh, buy what I tell you to buy because I'm an influential person in my community. Instead of, oh, we all had a good time on stream today, so please support it so we can have another good day tomorrow. That's what it should be. You all had a great time today and you supported it so we could have another great day tomorrow. Keep it going. Versus, hey, buy this piece of shit product. Buy this electric toothbrush. Buy this razor. Buy this piece of garbage gamepad. Buy this shitty t-shirt. What the fuck? Why, when did it become so commercial, right? But it's like, oh.
Really? When did it become so commercial? Hey guys, I know that this is a stream and I run advertisements on it. Don't forget that. I run ads on my shit, motherfuckers. But don't worry, it's not commercial. Also, you should buy this level 1 podcast mug, or you could buy these shirts, or you could buy this fucking handkerchief, or you could also, guys, if you want me, if you enjoy the content, if you wouldn't mind just giving me your entire fucking paycheck, that would be fantastic. But guys, when did content creation become so commercial? You are Fight Club sponsored by Pepsi. You are Tyler Durden sponsored by the NFL, the NCAA, Nike, Reebok, and Adidas. Like, you can't be both.
Oh, well, don't make fun of them. Don't hate on them because they're getting the bag. Yeah, but by what means? By making their viewers buy garbage. Instead of just saying, hey, my content's good, support it. But that's the thing. They can't. They can't make a living on that because they all chose to do this same road, same formula, same boring.
Oh, yeah, and he had the throne wish list. Can't forget that.
Shit. Wow, you get 40,000 views on every video on YouTube, but no one contributes to your streams. So I make more money on one stream than you do on that video that you work so hard on. Good.
40,000. Hold on. 40,000 views, $10. I'm thinking about what I get for like a 2,000 view video, and I get like 10 or 15 bucks for 2,000 views. So that's 20 times. That's a couple $100. So no, they're probably getting hundreds, maybe half a thou, $500 for that type of shit. That ain't bad. Shut the fuck up.
Good for you, bro. You're doing it wrong.
Right, but Phil, they can do that. Okay, you can't. You physically do not have the skill set to do what the other people, these quote-unquote shills, do. You are unqualified. You're doing what you can because you're useless everywhere else.
Anyway, let's get back on track. But yeah, that's why I don't just do one kind of content, because I don't want to fall into the same formula that all of the other ones have. All those people had to become shit.
Yeah, you know what? Look at Fat Electrician. Dude actually has ads.
Don't know, the U.S. government actually made $2 bills. What moron?
I up with the 2. Where's the bro side weight sets with 1,000% markup? Dude, I would feel fucking terrible if that was even a thing. But hey, thank you for the 2. Although maybe I should get with a weight company, see what they can. No, I'm not doing that. Fat Electrician is one of the best examples of how to do marketing right, or how to do sponsorships right. Like he does, I think he does Delete Me. And then he had another one that was a razor. And he was like, part of the marketing merchandise in here, they're like, hey man, if you don't believe in our product, don't fucking shill it. But I actually use the product. I actually believe in it. I use it. He did the same thing with Shields when the fucking sporting goods store. He's like, I go to Shields. That's where I buy my guns. When the computer company that gave him his computer for streaming was like, will you fucking, do an ad for us? He was like, of course I will. Yeah, I use their computer. They gave it to me. I think it's a great computer. This is where you can go buy it. Now let's get back to the video. And boom, no ads. No ads. And the dude isn't selling his soul. He's not saying, go buy this shit product so I can make money. He's actually able to choose who he, quote unquote, shills for. God damn it. Why can't I remember when I'm not on my main window? There we go.
In order to make a living, and I don't have to do that. Thankfully.
Jesus Christ, William Close. That is a fantastic point. DSP could ruin a wet dream. Graphic. I love it.
I would really feel like shit if every day. By the way, are you using my referral code when you buy this food box of bullshit that everyone knows is overpriced and no one really needs?
You advertise your merch being overpriced. You say, guys, this stuff's really great because I get a great kickback. That's overpriced.
It's fucking stupid. So now that all that's been said, you like the fact that I'm an independent. You like the fact that I make variety.
Oh my
content.
God.
You like that I don't sell out, right? So let's get some support on the stream. Let's hit the goal right now. Let's get the momentum rolling. Let's do the marathon this week. Let's keep it moving.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
That's what makes me different from everyone.
Meant to tube? Yes.
I hope you appreciate it. I know you do, because you allow me to have a great living. So now let's get that.
Money, please.
I don't want to make this
Now
about
roll in and
money,
keep it
but
moving,
also give
alright?
me money.
Awesome. Excuse me.
I don't want to make this about uwoos, but give me uwoos.
Alrighty. So, actually, in reality, all I want to do now is very briefly talk about the schedule for the week, and then we can chill for the rest of the show, because I've talked
Oh boy, the schedule. This gun barrel tastes weird.
about what I wanted to talk about. My neck is not feeling better, by the way. This sucks, because I think I'm going to be in pain all day because of this stupid thing, stupid nerve pain. Schedule for this week. Today it is Dark Souls with mods. We are in the DLC. So we're going to see how far we get. I'm assuming we probably will beat the DLC today, and maybe we'll even beat the game. It depends on how things go, but let's see how far we get. So Dark Souls on this first stream. Late stream is Smart Guys over on DSP Reacts and also on the Kick channel at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a great show talking about the Royal Rumble and the role of the Raw after the Rumble, okay? Cool. Tomorrow, the daytime stream will be Mai Shiranui in Street Fighter 6. She's the new DLC character. I'll take her into training mode. I'll learn her basic combos, and we'll go online and play with her a little bit. Based on how that stream goes, it'll determine if I use her again or not, and how often I play Street Fighter 6. We'll see. Let's try that tomorrow.
Well, I was going to try and maintain that bit of just don't say anything after the gunshot noise just to see how many people are like, hey, where's bro? And then I woke up because Kakashi hit me with blood for the blood god.
Tomorrow night,
It gets meant to tube, goddammit.
Be more Call of Duty multiplayer. And then Thursday, the day stream will be Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Major Stream. And then Thursday night will be Mouthwashing's conclusion, and likely we'll beat it early, so we'll probably hang out and do some Q&A after. Friday, I would love to do this marathon. I want to do the Viewer's Choice Marathon on Friday, which would mean...
I thought the whole point of this goals thing that don't have to be a streak was that it didn't matter when you did them. I thought that was the whole fucking point.
Variety of games you
I come from the future and it gets worse.
guys are currently voting for: booze, food, and fun. But we got to hit our goals to make it happen. So please contribute to the stream today. Let's make it happen. Let's get 100 goals by Friday. If we don't hit that, then likely it's just going to be more of the games that we've been playing. For example, maybe we'll do more Ninja Gaiden, right? If we need more Dark Souls time, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do some more fighting games on Friday night. Maybe we'll do indie games on Friday night. We'll see. But I'm hoping instead that we actually will have our marathon on Friday, and that'll be a great way to end the week. Okay?
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Ectomorph. Thank you for the $5 for this gun barrel tastes weird. Hey, what can I say? I am a fan of the dark humor. I prefer the Remington retirement plan jokes. I like the jokes. But hey, come to the store with me. Yeah, what are we gonna go get? 6 feet of rope and a wobbly stool. You can't make jokes like that. I can make jokes like that. So, my apologies if that's hitting like sensitive for anybody, but seriously, that's my brand of humor. That's my level of humor. Like, get on my level, I guess. I don't know. I know. I shouldn't be surprised, Doc, but I am. By the way, Ectomorph, thank you again for the 5.
No, the whole idea is you do the reward when you hit the qualification for it. He says, would I just do the marathon on Friday anyway? No. We have to hit the goals. That's the whole idea, right?
The Cobain gun safety manual. No, it's actually, I want to play Guitar Hero or Rock Band. Yeah, but I want to play the instrument Kurt Cobain played. Kurt Cobain was a singer. Yeah, but he used an instrument once.
That you do the celebration after you've done the thing that triggers the celebration. Or else what are you celebrating, right? That's the
Yeah, Dapper, there's also testing the load-bearing capacity of ceiling fans.
This is a big milestone, 100. It's been a long road. We've been doing this since what? Early December? So this is 2 months culminating now in a big fun marathon style event, right?
Get on my level, Phil. I've got 125. Yes, Dapper.
I received a $4.90 tip. Here you go. Someone has made a suggestion. You guys ready for this suggestion?
Oh, this ought to be good.
This is an anonymous $4.90 tipper, first off, okay?
Is this the one that made you cry? God,
So that makes the top tip of the day. Here is what they're suggesting. I'm curious how everyone's going to react to this. I'm going to just read this right now, okay? So everyone listen up. Everyone watching me on my stream on YouTube, everyone watching me on my stream on Kick, and get this, this is actually a message to the people who are now watching me live restreamed as well.
Yes,
I'm serious. This is a message to everyone from this tipper. Ready? Here we go. Since potentially thousands of people are currently watching you on restreams, would you consider doing a segment that says the following? You like to watch me on other channels, but since I'm creating the content that you watch and obviously you enjoy it, consider supporting me anonymously. I understand that you can't use your real name and you can't actually use your identity because in your circles, people will probably make fun of you. But if you legitimately like watching me, even for malicious purposes of making fun of me on a restreamer, please still support my content anonymously. Now, here's the deal. I actually believe that some people do this already, okay? I would guess that a lot of these people...
You're wrong, and if they do, they're fucking troll tips.
People who do these anonymous tips, or some of these people who do these tips, oh, say this disgusting name or say this stupid thing. I bet that that's those people. I wouldn't even be shocked at all to hear that it's those people, right? We get tons of anonymous contributions. We get anonymous subs, we get anonymous tips, right? All the time. But very much so, I think those who even restream me would admit, even if you don't like me, you can admit I don't sit here shilling crap products to my audience and try to get them to buy garbage.
Yes, you do. Do I look like Ket? Thank you for being a member of the Gem Rats for 5 months. Yes. How much is this coffee mug? Like $25 fucking dollars?
Garbage, because I respect them more than that. I would much rather sit here and ask directly for contributions and crowdfunding than say, hey, buy a fucking shitty razor or buy overpriced cookies or, you know, buy this stupid jersey or do a food subscription plan. And because of that, I would hope that people understand that and would possibly come by and say, you know, even though necessarily I don't love Phil at all moments, there are times when I like his content and certainly I like laughing at him with the community. So I want that to continue. So I'm going to support it.
Dude, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire.
And then they would every once in a while become a member or do an anonymous tip or give some subs on Kit, right? Yeah, but here's the thing. Do I necessarily need to go ahead and do that? Think about it. Do I really need to ask out specifically to that audience, hey, please contribute? I think those people who genuinely like the content know who they are, and they're going to come by eventually and maybe do that if they're ever going to. I don't think that my asking for that is actually going to help anything.
Correct. All it's going to do is give us content to make fun of you for. So, in all honesty, Phil, please ask. That would be fantastic.
I don't think that... Wow, I've had a mind-blowing idea. Phil has asked me, someone watching a restream, to contribute, and now because he did, I'm going to go contribute now.
Yeah, buy my mugs, buy my shirts, buy my hoodie. It makes me money. Buy everything. Also, make sure you get YouTube Premium, because when you get YouTube Premium, it gives me more money. Also, watch the ads and click on the ads and definitely do that type of stuff because, oh, your fingers crossed, this all actually works out, you know.
Did you hear that?
I think that's going to happen. Here, you ready? We'll give it a shot. This message is directly to everyone watching me on a restream.
Fuck you.
I know that you probably don't love me, but you probably get some value in watching my content, whether it's ripping it apart or making fun of me or whatever it is. Please understand that your support allows it to continue, whether it's for good or bad reasons, whether you actually enjoy it for good reasons or you like making fun of me.
Hitler, I'm not letting you continue on with the gas chambers, even though we have streams that talk about how bad the gas chambers are, okay? This is not a parasitic relationship, okay? While yes, there's it's kind of a good side hustle if you want to call it something, right? If you had to, because everybody knows the super chats get me money, right? Everybody knows this. The memberships, that's the point, not the point, but you get what I'm saying. It's not like we're hiding this, okay? But here's the deal, man. I'd be happy if you went away and then I didn't have any talent whatsoever to make other content. If you stop streaming tomorrow and all I can do is, you know, chastise the remaining this is how you don't plays and the remaining Density Scrolls and all that stuff, and then I'm out of content and then I can't do this anymore and I had to stop, or even if I just had to stop because you went and you weren't going to be live anymore and you went and got a job, I will take that. I will take that outcome. I will happily take that outcome. If it cost me all my super chats and all my memberships and it cost me my Discord channel and it cost me, I could never go on YouTube again. If the outcome of that is you never stream again and you never beg again and you never take advantage of people who are mentally damaged or mentally not damaged, handicapped, I'd pay that cost gladly.
The support still keeps it rolling. So please come by right now and support my content.
I'm the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
I feel like I walked into that one. Russian Milk Bear. Super chats give you money? Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it.
Anonymous tip, or how about this? Some subs on Kick, because we have absolutely nothing on Kick this morning. There are a bunch of bums and schlubs over there, and they're not supporting the content. So maybe
And there was much rejoicing.
you could pick up the slack for that. There you go. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Will tons of fun start rolling in this very moment? Let's find out.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's now move on. Like I said, so you know the schedule for the week. You know my plans for the marathon. At this point, I'll open up the chat to Q&A if you guys want to tag me and have a little bit of back and forth.
Front facing baby chick.
Iron Kitty Claw says, what happened to Sumo Omni beanbag chairs? I don't know. What is that? Sumo Omni beanbag chairs?
Did he show those?
To me. If it does, I don't particularly remember. I'm not saying it doesn't. Wasn't there like over a decade ago? Didn't someone send me a beanbag chair and I showed it on camera or something? But I don't remember how it worked.
Yeah, isn't it funny? Isn't this funny? Hold on, somebody just said, was it here or was it in my chat? I can't. Yeah, there's. Oh, maybe it was somebody. I saw somebody say something about Thanos. We have gone from, if my detractors were snapped out of existence, the world would be a better place, to, you know, detractors, thanks to me, you have a product because of me. I'm not saying you like me, but you could see, and if you donate to me, that allows me to stay here. So we've gone from Thanos snap them out of existence to please, I'll suck your dick for money. Well done. You have taken whatever amount of masculinity you had left and have fully turned in to the cuck of cucks. Well done.
What happened to my neck? I heard it. And again, it's because I have a bad spine. I just do. I got severe
Bad
disc in my lower spine. I
spine.
keep re-injuring my upper neck up here where I get bad shooting nerve pain. And that's what happened this morning is I just moved my head in a certain way. And now I've got this painful shooting nerve pain through my neck to the right here into my shoulder blade. And, you know, I just got to wait for it to settle back and get better. And it sucks. I'm going to be in pain all day. I should play America Truck Driving Simulator and drive drunk with people sending donos for shots and drinks. That's messed up.
Why?
I mean, at least it's a game, but I don't know about that one.
That's funny. Of course he thinks it's a bad idea. It's a funny idea.
I'm glad you got a call for an interview, Dark Souls Master. Sounds good. No, I'm not going to live react to the Fantastic Four trailer because when I react to those things, my videos get blocked or claimed, and I'd like to make revenue on the content I make. So I'm just not going to react to it.
But remember, he's not a shill, guys.
Would I turn down a sponsorship from a company or product you believe in and use already? No. It's for me, okay? When it comes to shilling a product or a sponsorship, right? It would only be something that I believe in. It would be a product that I actually test and like for myself, and then I'll tell you guys, hey, I think it's worth it, okay? Like, for example, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you these mugs that I got.
Guys, I don't shill. Hey, guys, I don't shill. Here's me shilling.
These level 1 podcast mugs are actually quite good. I've washed them tons of times. They haven't chipped. The design isn't coming off of the
They're fucking porcelain mugs. You can't fuck up a porcelain mug.
mug. I don't know what printing process they use, but it's a really good one. The mug is good quality. It's 2-sided print. So why do you think I'm using it every stream? If I got that mug and I didn't like it, you would not see me using it every stream. I'd be like, nah, screw it. The mug sucks. And by the way, you can buy this mug at darksidefield.shop.
And by the way, if you're hearing clicks and shit, I'm oiling the bolts in my AR platforms.
My online merchandise store. Okay, so that's the thing. I would only push stuff that I actually like. So, for example, what's a product that I can attest to that I've used over the years?
RGBs? God damn it! Did I just go back? Fuck, I did. Fuck.
Onto people and say if I can get on this floor and do 20 push-ups or not. It's.
Oh, I can't wait to get here. Does anybody know where we were time code wise? Like, if somebody could take a step back and just give me the raw fill time code, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry, guys. I clicked the wrong button when I went to pause. I suck. I am terrible. I am the fail sauce. Pretty please. Someone give me a time code. Mr. Burnell. Mr. Burnell. I bet you I can find it.
I have YouTube Premium. I'm supporting. Me, the
Maybe I'm right at it. Hold on. Oh, 42? Got it. Thank you. Maybe. Maybe not.
and for what it was duration. And by the way, I got these level 1
Perfect
mugs are actually quite good.
There we go.
I washed them tons of times. They haven't chipped. The design isn't coming off of the mug. I don't know what printing process they use, but it's a really good one. The mug is good quality.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So why do you think I'm using it every stream? If I got that mug and I didn't like it, you would not see me using it every stream. I'd be like, nah, screw it. The mug sucks. And by the way, you can buy this mug at darksidefilled.shop.
Hey guys, I don't shill.
My merchandise store.
This is me shilling.
Okay, so that's the thing. I would only push stuff that I actually like. So, for example, what's a product that I can attest to that I've used over the years? Just looking around me right now, Gunner glasses. I can 100% attest to you that these Gunner glasses, at times, have helped my eyes during gaming sessions.
Oh my god.
And they're stressed out, and I'll put these on, and no exaggeration, my eyes have less strain, and actually...
Sorry, I was putting my Ongstead arms back to the mount that it was on. Meth Bear has sent me a 2-minute field trip. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Go 305, go to 505. All right, let's give it a shot.
No, I mean, just think about anyone who would just sit there complaining constantly about something, right? What's hilarious? We got someone here of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Ectomorph7, thank you for the 5, brother. It's only after you lose everything that you're free to do anything. Ah, yes. Great quote. Fantastic quote. Kind of a fucked up message the way he delivered it, but still fantastic quote. Thank you, dog. I appreciate it.
By the name of Derek's parents, pretending like they're Derek's parents, saying, "Oh, Derek stole a credit card to sub to you." Yeah, they spelled Derek's name wrong. If you're gonna troll, at least get the fucking name of the person you're trolling right. Holy shit, you're an idiot. All right, so anyway, the difference here is if you're actually on my stream, you're interacting with me in chat, you just contributed $1, right? Those are all positive things. Like, wow, I like to laugh at Phil, and that's okay. I want this to continue. I'll do something positive to contribute. Versus, oh, I go to somewhere where someone's illegally restreaming Phil's stream. He gets no positive benefit out of it whatsoever. In fact, the illegal restreamer receives illegal positive contributions.
Oh my god.
Because he's restreaming illegal stolen content. You know what I mean? It's a very different situation. I don't care if you're laughing at me as long as you're doing it and saying, okay, I still support Phil's content. I want to see him continue to be able to do what he does.
But I don't. I don't want to see you be able to do what you do. I want you to get shut down.
Versus, oh, let's just steal everything and laugh at him and be negative about him and just do everything we possibly can to fuck him every possible fucking way. Because that's what's happening with those other people. If I made half the money on mirror streams, would I be okay?
Oh my
I should be
dapper.
getting more than half the money. Because the only thing they're commenting on is someone else's content. They're not even contributing. There's no gameplay.
TT.
Literally, I should be making the vast majority of anything that they bring.
Hey.
And everything they bring in is completely illegal. But YouTube doesn't care. Sun Quan, I have no fucking idea, but the bottom line is that they should be making 0, and anything they make is completely illegal and should actually be thanks to me. Because the truth of the matter is, before they realized they could get away with illegally restreaming me, those viewers came to watch me.
And by the way, this is 5 years ago. If you guys want to talk about, cyclical content from Filbert.
Every once in a while, they would throw me $1, or maybe they would pledge to my Patreon or whatever, and now they don't anymore because of the shitheads who can now illegally restream my stuff. And since I don't have money to sue, I can't get any of it taken down. If I had money to sue, I could easily get anyone who illegally restreams me like that taken down, but I just don't have the money. So.
Poor Filbert. Good field trip, by the way. Well done. Let me take a look here at Ira sent somebody. While the Detractosphere does mock Phil and gets ironic value out of his content, there's a few things he doesn't realize. One, we do not have a vested interest in to keep his show going. If we somehow were to disappear overnight, the Detractor community would still exist in a different form and adapt to the changing winds. Some might leave, but we have some common interest than gestating on Phil. Hold on, gonna sneeze. Oh, see how fast you can hit that mute button when you don't have to fucking daintily press it there, Phil? And then number 2, many of us actively want him gone in some form, either demonetized to platforms, getting a real job, or a red splat on the pavement. Why would we pay to continue something we want to end? Ira, both fantastic points. Well done.
Don't burn anymore, okay? So these work. They absolutely do. I didn't know that until I actually started using them, but they legit work. So if Gunner were to contact me,
meant to tube 100%.
We've heard you've used our glasses and you like them. Would you accept a sponsorship? Will you push them? You have a referral code or whatever? I'd probably say yes, because I like your product and I've used it and they're good.
Yeah, problem is, Gunner Glasses probably are familiar with who you are, and actively have your email on a blacklist.
Okay. Same thing with anything that I use, like these Link webcams. I really like them. These Link 360. What are they called? Insta 360 is the company, and then Link is the.
You're good, William Close. You're good, bro.
These are great. I use one right here. You're good. Over here. The AI tracking is neat. That it follows
and thank you, G-Burk.
And it works, and it's gesture controls. And for what I'm using, I think they're outstanding products, and they're not expensive. They're less than $200 each, and they're great quality products.
But $45 for a game.
Insta360 contacted me and said, hey, would you accept the sponsorship? You know, because you're using our equipment and maybe, you know, you could push it forward onto people and say, hey, I use it all the time.
Onto
You know,
people.
too, and having a referral code or whatever. I'd probably be like, yeah. But the thing is, I'm not going to actively seek that out, right? I want to sit here and I want to make content and I want to hang out with you guys and have fun. I don't want to.
And I want you, this is, oh God, this is telling. I want you to give me money. I could make this free for you if I proactively went out to this fucking company or that fucking company and said, hey, I'm willing to shill your product because I believe in it. Then I wouldn't have to ask you for money, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for you, ladies and gentlemen, I like your money and I don't feel like doing the work to make the content free for you.
Sit here and be like, buy my merch, buy the cameras, buy the glasses, buy the food subscription, buy the toilet wipe, buy, you know what I mean? That's not who I am.
No, instead it's give me money, give me money, give me money.
Money, please.
Buy my merch, give me money, give me money. By the way, you guys haven't given me money. Oh, you gave me a vast sum of money? Watch me eat. Give me money, give me money, give me money.
I never wanted to be a shiller. I could have done that.
You are!
Ages ago, back when I first started on YouTube, constantly companies were contacting me. We advertise our product, we advertise our game, we advertise this, and I said, no. I don't want to do it.
Hey, Raid Shadow Legends hasn't reached out to me. I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
I mean, biggest case in point here, right? The whole WWE Champions thing, right? My detractors want you to believe that I spend like thousands upon thousands of dollars on WWE Champions every.
You do.
Come on. If that were true, wouldn't I get a sponsorship from WWE Champions?
That is a false equivalency. Try again. Your argument is null, and you should be ashamed of yourself, especially if you took any like formal debate class. You are telling on yourself. Kill yourself.
Wouldn't I be completely
in Minecraft
chilling the fuck out of that game constantly and taking a kickback? I mean, hell, I played the game on stream for how many months? 2-3 months. I could have contacted them and been like, hey, you know, let's go ahead and let's get a sponsorship going and send me some free stuff and shit, you know. But that's not me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can't own the fact that you're a fucking addict, right? You have so much self-loathing and self-hatred that you are unwilling to deal with that you have basically toxified yourself. You believe your own shtick. You think you're okay. Deep down, you know you're not, and you can't come to grips with that because it admits failure, and you can't admit failure. You're too vested in being infallible despite being wrong 95% of the time.
I don't care to do that. I want to make content. That's what I want to do. I'm not.
I know you did, Wrestling Rana.
Nor do I want to be. So
I am not attacking you, Splody Jesus. Yeah, not to mention Scopely would have been like, no, Scopely would have lost money because if he got free coins or got free currency in game, he wouldn't need to spend money. Scopely wouldn't take him as a fucking shell. They would lose money on if they paid him.
In what month do I expect Switch 2 to launch? I have no idea, but I told you I think the smartest move would be the summer because the summer is traditionally the slowest time of the year for games. If they release during the summer, everyone would be talking about and buying the Switch 2 and playing it because there's just nothing else going on. So there'd be no excuse. That would be the big talk of the summer. Would be the Switch 2 and its launch titles would be the talk of the town. But I don't know if Nintendo's smart enough to do that. Everyone is so afraid of selling stuff in the summer because then you don't get the inflated fall and Christmas sales. That's the thing. All these companies want their consoles, their games, their accessories to come out third to fourth quarter because then you can get inflated sales for the holidays. Instead, they leave this giant sales time of the summer open and empty, and they don't take advantage of it, which is ludicrously stupid. They absolutely should be taking advantage of it. I don't know why.
Look, I'm not saying that I totally took a mental note and that 12:55 is when he's going to talk about push-ups, but I can't wait to get to 12:55.
They don't. Would releasing the Switch 2 with no games be a wise strategy? No. They better release Switch 2 with a good variety of games, right? Obviously, it looks like Mario Kart will be a launch title. I would argue they have to have 5 to 10 solid games to release to have a good launch.
Oh!
I have received
Femboys, woo!
Rebsy with a 20. Thank you. So let me get this straight. You want me to give you money after you say if I'm gone, the world will be a better place. I'm a waste of life and I'm a grifter. That takes advantage of my audience. 2 words. Fuck you. Rebsy. Well done. Well done. Now, tell Iviga to go to bed. Thank you for the 20, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Because when you release a console with, piss poor launch titles, it fails. That's exactly what happened with Wii U, remember? Wii U released and everyone ran and bought the games. Half of them sucked. Do you remember Zombie U?
Zombie U was a great game. Shut up.
That game was so bad.
No, it wasn't. It was really cool.
Looked good and everyone bought it and it was a piece of dog shit. Like, oh my God. That was like the beginning of Ubisoft flopping and failing everything
Ubisoft.
that they put out. That was their big first flop, I think. Because everyone thought it was going to be great. It was atrocious. So bad.
Come on. Come on.
Okay. Sorry, another troll tip, so I'm just ignoring the nonsense.
You said you want trolls to tip you. Why is it nonsense now? I did, Dapper. I did.
What makes YouTube ads on videos okay with your morals in comparison to sponsorships? Keep in mind that
Oh, fucking right hook.
I hate both. Because YouTube ads are easily avoidable in many different ways. First of all, let's be honest. Most people who watch YouTube have a way around the ads.
Yeah, that is actually not the attack. The attack is the moral grandstanding that you did. They're attacking your moral grandstanding. You're saying it's not a problem because I can have lax morals if it's easy to get around. If it's easy to get around the form of advertisement. That is scummy as fuck.
To make Cat stop crying.
Wrestling Ranter, thank you, dog, for the 10. Nintendo can release their console or any item they make for that matter whenever they want because the company, and every employee for that matter, have a higher 401k balance than you, Phil. The dirt has a higher 401k balance than Phil. I like Iviga too, Greg of the Lake. He's good people. Ranter, thank you, brother, for the 10. And again, 100% correct. To my point, though, Phil's avoiding the question. The attack is the moral grandstanding. Like, why are you able to morally grandstand? Oh, because it's easy for you to get around the ads. That doesn't answer the question, Phil.
Hey, that's number one. Most people do. For me, the best way around the ads is YouTube Premium because number one...
No! Oh my God, that's the worst example! That's the worst example! The easiest way to get around it is to pay YouTube money. That money goes to the ad. Oh my. Why are you okay, right, running the camp advertisements? Well, because if you buy Sieg Heil Premium, the money just goes to the Zyklon B centers. It doesn't go to the camps. Yeah, that's actually pretty fucking bad, Phil.
I know that when I have YouTube Premium, I'm supporting the people on YouTube who I like. So when I watch a YouTuber who's a partner and I have YouTube Premium, I don't watch ads and they still get paid. So that's what I would hope a lot of people do. There's a good amount of people who have YouTube Premium who watch my content, and I really do appreciate that. So those of you who do, thank you so much. But let's be honest, YouTube ads have not been a big thing for ages. People get around them in a zillion different ways. That's like a moot point. It really is. And the thing is, you may not
still doesn't answer the moral quandary.
I realize this. You can't avoid YouTube ads anyway. Even if you don't monetize your channel, YouTube still puts ads on it now. So it doesn't matter. It's so I make money on ads or YouTube makes money on ads. I think I'd like to make the money on the ads. So I'll monetize the content with ads, but it's not avoidable anymore. Whatever you upload to YouTube, they now have the right to run ads on if you're not in the partner program. So
all right. So you're morally flexible. The sign of a coward. Great.
It's kind of, this unavoidable thing,
And that was first of all, it's easy to get around him. He never expounded.
Yeah, and I do believe that YouTube Premium is worth the price for me. Number one, I'm someone who uses YouTube all day, every day for work, and I don't want to see ads on the shit that I have to use for work, including I'd even see ads on my own videos.
Brave browser.
If I didn't have YouTube Premium. So thankfully, I avoid that. Then when I actually use YouTube for my show, I can play videos on it without ads running on it, right? I would have never been able to do any reacting or anything like that because of the ads being so atrociously bad. And like I said, I do want to support other creators, and so there are some YouTube channels and stuff that I watch, and they get paid whenever I watch them. So that's great, and that's really, I think, the real benefit is that it pays it forward.
Yeah, I hope you watch me, Phil. I would take your YouTube Premium money.
The people who you watch, as opposed to really worrying so much about ads, but yeah, no one cares about it. They've all been skippable for 100 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's still not the question.
Itsy Bitsy says I should switch my RGBs to deep ocean to match the shirt. Well, I actually had an ocean theme just a couple of days ago. Was it 2-3 days ago? The reason I did this gold, this is supposed to be like shimmering gold. The reason I'm doing that is because tonight is the Smart Guy show where we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble. I think the Royal Rumble, gold, regal, that theme. So that's why I wanted to have this golden theme today. Do I think it's worth it to buy a Switch? No. No, because if you buy a Switch right now, you're sticking yourself to only Switch 1 games. Switch 2 is backwards compatible with Switch 1. So if you buy Switch 2, you basically have a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 together. So I wouldn't recommend getting a Switch at the end of its life cycle unless you're absolutely looking for the cheapest option, Do I ever grill vegetables? We have before, yes, and they're tasty. I've never been to a Ghirardelli store, no.
Ghirardelli, that's chocolate, I think. Ghirardelli chocolate. Very tasty.
Is that true?
I can't believe he actually pronounced that correctly.
I'm told YouTube is starting to crack down more and more on ad blockers these days. Again, I have premium and I've had it for years, so I don't know that. But the thing is, every time that they change something, the ad blockers just update and then change it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard for like one day ad blockers didn't work, so then they all just updated and now they work again. So it's just going to be an endless chase, right? YouTube will keep running to find a way to have ads that aren't blockable, and then the people will just block them anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of an endless thing. Okay. I received a $5 tip. Thank you. Who is this? So
is it a troll?
Says, to clarify, restreamers pull numbers and are active watching everything you're live. And I've seen them gift subs, gift money to the host, and so on. Many just chill and actually respond to your opinions on games and events. Most are negative assholes. Some seem to enjoy the community. You enable them to have that because they're piggybacking on you. So as social beings, it's reasonable, in my opinion, to direct their attention every now and then to the reality that you enable them to the community they so desire and enjoy off of the mother channel. Of course.
Yeah, no, I'm not condoning the camps because I run a news station that covers how atrocious the camps are. Okay? That is the best simile or comparison that I can do, man. We here at, Broside Phil News are wanting to report on the human atrocities that are happening at the camps. Well, you would not be able to make your money if the camps did not exist. Perhaps you should donate to the camps? No, I'm not donating to the camps.
Here's the thing, though, all right? So thanks for the $5 tip. I appreciate that. You're right. And what you're saying is very reasonable, okay? And very smart, actually, and intelligent. Like, if you're watching someone make fun of someone, even if you don't like the person, understand that that person must be supported, because if they're not, they will not continue to like to make fun of. So you should, every once in a while, support
really
dapper.
Right? No shit.
So there you go. But the thing is, what you're saying is intelligent. And I hate to say it, a lot of people who watch something just to crap on it are not intelligent people.
Guys, I'm a retard. Actually, by medical definition, I am. But I'm pretty dumb. Don't listen to me.
Intelligent people are people who have lives, have constructive, positive things going on for themselves, and families, relationships, jobs, and careers.
Check. Yep.
Hobbies.
Check.
They don't have time to just sit around and dump on people 24/7.
What makes you think I do this 24/7? This is funsies.
The people who have time to do that are miserable wretches. That's the truth, is that this entire online culture of people who hate watch, the reason they hate watch is because they don't have a good life for themselves. If they did, they wouldn't have to spend time hating on others' lives. So
You're a train wreck. People can't help but watch a train wreck.
Really don't have that rational level of thought in their heads to say, oh yeah, well, it's common sense to think, I like making fun of Phil.
You fucking gay bitch.
Let me support his business so we can make fun of him more, right? Here's a perfect example. For years, there was this silly meme about me doing push-ups.
That's not a meme. You fucking... We've been through this. He watches my shit. He watches my shit. Don't you, Phil? That's why you're bringing this up. You watch my shit, don't you? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, man. I hope you do. Okay. Now I want to know. Now we got to know. Now I got to know. What is this about?
Support his business so we can make fun of him more, right? Here's a perfect example. For years, there was this silly meme about me doing push-ups, okay? 2 weeks ago on Smart Guys, PPP and I set this up that I was going to do push-ups. But
no, you didn't. You did a fuck the earth, and then you said... What? Then you said, give us $300 and I'll do more push-ups, knowing full well no one was going to give you $300.
People need to support it. You've wanted to see me do push-ups and make fun of me doing push-ups for how many years?
I saw you do one push-up. That's all I needed. Because 1, it wasn't a push-up, and 2, you're going to do it in that exact same form, so I now have my control.
Okay, here's the truth. For me, it's no big deal. I don't care. I don't care if I can get on this floor and do 20 push-ups or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even factor into me or my life. If I could do them, great. If I can't, it doesn't matter.
Then why did you go full fucking toxic on somebody when they called you out and were like, we didn't see you do the push-ups. I'm not giving you $200.
Still do my work. I can still have a fun life. I don't care if I can do push-ups. Only my detractors care. So we said, hey, let's hit our goal for today and Phil will do the push-ups. Guess what didn't happen? We didn't get any contributions at all for it. Now that's the content they claim they want, right? They've claimed for how many years we want the push-ups because we want to make fun of Phil doing push-ups. But then when it's time to put the money where the mouth is, 0 is received.
Right, because it is universally accepted and true that giving you money is worse than killing a puppy.
So this is the point. It's not that these people, these hate watchers, right? The reason that they hate watch is to feel better about themselves because they're miserable wretches and embarrassments to humanity.
No, it's because I chastise you for how terrible you are. We can go head to head, Phil. You want to go ahead and list your accolades? I will humbly list mine, and we can compare who has had a greater impact on their community and the world at large.
That's not me actually like insulting them. That's me being truthful. People don't watch people to make fun of them unless they have something bad going on in their own life they need to feel better about. People who are busy with positive things don't have.
Hey guys, don't watch the news. Apparently the news, when they report on people who are having bad days, that's just because the anchors and the reporters and the cameramen and the producers and the custodians at the fucking news stations and all that. It's because they feel bad about themselves and they have to hyper focus on other people's lives to make themselves feel better about themselves. Don't you know?
Have time to dump on others 24/7. So in that regard, that's why they're not going to pay to see what they want, because then if you pay, you feel like, oh no, I just improved the life of the person who I'm trying to bring down.
Kind of. That's kind of accurate. The last part is, I've given you money that allows you to stay and continue to be a piece of shit. I want you to stop being a piece of shit, so I'm not going to give you money.
You kind of see what I'm saying here? Like, they need to degrade someone to feel better about themselves. So if they supported that person, they would feel like they're improving the person they're trying to degrade.
No, that is not it at all.
Right? Maybe I'm
right. And your take is absolute dog shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand how you can have that take. You should probably get your head checked, but you know.
But the funny part is, some people actually do come by after some time and be like, you know, Phil.
Hey, what's up, Morgana?
Out of all that hate watching and all the crap, I'm sorry for it. And I just want to let you know, I'm moving forward positively. Either I'm not going to watch you at all anymore, or I've actually started watching you positively on your own raw content and I've become a fan. I'm not watching the regurgitation, the restreamer, the hater. I'm actually coming by and becoming a viewer of yours now that's going to hang out and support you. That's happened. I get those kind of messages quite frequently. I'd say probably.
Yeah, it's LARPers.
A couple times a month.
It's LARPers.
Someone who reaches out to me via private means and says, just so you know, I used to be one of these really dedicated haters, but now I've seen the error of my ways. I think that it's stupid and I'm going to move forward, positively. Well, right. Cracker Jacks is kind of like a bully in school. Exactly. Remember I told you the story? When I was in high school, I was bullied by...
Oh my God. Phil sees himself as the victim. Who would have thought?
This guy. All right. And then years later, I think I was either in like my late years of...
You know what? Go ahead and pour me a little bit of a full glass of that rum.
Bert.
No ice. No ice.
Bert.
I've got nothing on this one, man.
Going to university, whatever. I was like in my early 20s. The guy actually reached out to me online and personally apologized to me for being a bully in high school. And I was like, just so you know, I appreciate it, but you didn't have to because I don't really care. It didn't really bother me. You know what I mean? But
yeah, Phil, show the email or this didn't happen.
That was nice. But that's what I mean. These people are essentially anonymous bullies. And the reason they do it is because they need to feel better about themselves because they're miserable wretches.
Hey, pescatore. What's up, man?
So in a way, you got to feel bad for those people because imagine if your whole life was just dumping on someone. That's all you did all day. Like,
I don't just do this all day. I do so much extra. And I know you watch this shit. You've been talking about the push-ups for too goddamn long.
What constructive things? That's your life you're wasting. Do you understand that? Like, you're literally wasting your entire life away.
Am I?
And one day you're going to die. And you're going to say, oh shit, I spent years of my life sitting around with a community of nut jobs, dumping on someone on the internet when I could have done things for myself that would have improved my own life situation. Instead of living in a shitty small place in squalor, I could have went out and I could have got a job. I could have worked my ass off.
I have a job.
I could have had a relationship with
I have a relationship. She's hot.
Significant other. I could have made amends with my friends and family members and went out and had a good time. But instead, I was at home watching other people make fun of Dark Side Phil.
Hey, Phil, how many friends do you have?
Who's the real loser in this situation?
You.
The guy who's living large?
Yes.
Having a great life?
Yes. And anybody who says they're living large and having a great life is not.
Enjoying his content, enjoying his time with his viewers, and making bank doing it, and just...
Jesus, Jorge. Fuck. Either that's dark humor or fuck, dog. Fuck cancer. I hope for the best for you, man.
Having positivity and fun, or the person who's on the other end of it, who all you can do is try to bring me down and fail every single day. And then your life is going to be the one that's squandered, not mine. I'm enjoying my life. Every day that I'm on the stream, I'm having a great time. Obviously not you. So, I mean, again, it's all about kind of like self-awareness. People who are self-aware, you get to that certain age or that certain level of maturity in
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
your life, and you realize some certain things, right?
You can't. You can't.
You know what it really is? If you get to a certain age, here's the truth. All right, here's some real talk from Phil Burnell, not Dark Side Phil, but here's some real talk from Phil Burnell right now.
Okay.
At one point in your life, you're going to get old enough where people around you, sadly, are going to start to get sick and pass away. It happened to me probably around the early 2010s when some of my family members started to get ill with cancer and things like that and pass away. And when that happened, all of a sudden reality smacked me right in the face. I'm not invincible. I'm not immortal.
Well, then why do you act that way? Also, pause game on point.
I'm going to get older. I'm going to die. I have limited time on this planet, and I need to start making the best of it instead of just saying, fuck it all, it's all meaningless, and squandering it all. And when that happened, okay.
You started begging harder.
Okay, things changed for me. I started to realize it's time to stop being a negative, toxic jerk and instead trying to spread positivity amongst the people who I have interactions with. I changed my attitude in the Street Fighter community and started becoming a positive tournament organizer.
Oh, okay. But what about you putting people in the poorhouse with your WWE Champions addiction? What about that?
I stopped being a toxic jerk who crapped on every piece of gameplay I ever did, but instead wanted to...
You crap on every piece of gameplay from this point? Oh, what are you talking about?
Make positive, fun, interactive streams with my viewing audience. And this happens as you get older. But I feel like there are some people who never get that moment of self-awareness and awakening where they feel the human condition for the first time. Some people never get it because they're living in this isolated bubble where they actually think that like there's fucking a special snowflake and you know what I mean? Oh, I'm never gonna die. Nothing's ever ever gonna happen. I could sit here for endless hours.
Not me, I don't think. It's Phil. Yeah, it's Phil. Which, my God, this could not have come at a better time.
I could sit here. Help other people around me. Instead, what I did is I just brought people down. I hated on people. I crapped on people. I think there was a blip in my internet. I should be okay. I'll wait a second. People are saying it's buffering. I should be back. It looked like there was a tiny blip in my internet. It went zoop and came right back. Are we back now? Okay, good. We're back. Yeah, I don't know. It just went zoop and right back. My internet went like red, green, just like that.
$10 will go a long way to make Cat stop crying.
Ranter, thank you for the 10. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry. Time for a comparison. I can either watch Phil, who begs his dents for money and then berates them when they don't give him enough, or I can stay here with some of the best people ever. What to do? Obviously, Ranter, you should go get berated and told that you're a piece of shit for not giving more money, and then go into bankruptcy, like he's caused at least 2 people to do. That's the obvious choice, I think. I maybe people will disagree, but I think that's the obvious choice.
Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Anyway, I think, so yeah, that's it. And I think you need to reach that level. I think what happens is it'll happen to everyone. Like everyone's gonna get to that point in their life. For me, it was about, well, the first realization I had was in my late 20s, all right, when I realized that when I stopped trolling in the Street Fighter community and instead started to do positive things like run tournaments and stuff, that I was feeling much better about myself and everyone liked me as opposed to...
No one likes you, Phil. Oh, no.
Previous to then, everyone hated my guts and wanted to beat my ass. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Someone get Jaha. Someone get Jaha in here. We gotta ask.
I realized that when I stopped trolling in the Street Fighter community and instead started to do positive things like run tournaments and stuff, that I was feeling much better about myself and everyone liked me, as opposed to previous to then, everyone hated my guts and wanted to beat my ass. And I was like, oh, yeah. In conversation, rather than it just being about me making content and talking about games, it became about us having a social experience. And when we started doing that, I had this big realization that instead of just being a negative jerk all day, every day, I wanted to spread positivity and I wanted to make an impact on people that mattered. And so,
okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and spread some positivity. Here's my last 5 kids. Best of luck. Let's see who got them. We got Felix Barbosa, Buzz, Anshul Misra, Mr. Extravagant, and Ferengi Phil. Congratulations.
So I changed my content for the better. I changed my commentary. I changed my style of playing games, right? Everything changed. Take a look. When I became a full-time streamer in 2017, how different my content became. I have received after that since compared to before that. And you know, a lot of people will say, well, everything before that was the golden era. I get that. That was my formative years when I was at my biggest popularity. But I like who I am and what I do today way more than what I did back then. And I would never want to go back to that, all right? So I feel like these people who hate watch, right now, they're at a time in their lives when they're miserable. They're probably younger.
You joined Broside Phil? Banned.
Bitch, I'm 2 years younger than you. Far more successful as well.
Don't understand that what they're doing is harmful, not only to me and my community.
No. I 100% understand it's harmful to you. My only regret is I cannot have more of a direct impact to cause more direct harm.
Harmful to their own selves.
You joined Broside
right?
Phil?
They're actually wasting their own time on this planet when they could be doing positive, fun things. They could be part of a positive community where everyone hangs out and supports each other, and they actually contribute to the streams, and then I'm able to upgrade my setup and do more stuff.
No. Hold on.
Part of a positive community where everyone hangs out and supports each other, and they actually contribute to the streams, and then I'm able to upgrade my setup and do more stuff and buy more.
You joined Broside Phil? Banned.
You being able to buy shit does not make me happier. It does not improve my life. Okay? You being able to go out and get a 5090 because we give you money does not somehow...
Banned.
does not make me happier. Oh my God. Vika's gonna die. Vika's gonna die on his stream when he gets here.
More games and do new things. As opposed to, I sit on someone else's stream who illegally steals his content and is actively trying to take away the
side Phil?
Guy, ban.
Oh my God. Oh, it was worth it. This is worth it. Oh my God. Dr. the Tractor, thank you for the 69 kroner. Go fuck yourself with a fucking cacti without a base, and please lose it in your fucking anus, you fucking dipshit.
Stand up from a chair.
I see cancer and worse daily. Right. But Phil, people make fun of him. That's the end of his trauma. That's all. That's his bad day. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jorge, this is sorry, Mars. Yeah, Phil's so screwed when I bite it and they leak my papers. Oh my. Mars, this is going to be he's going to have to address this probably within the next couple of days. This is yeah.
Guys, listen to me. If there was no illegal restreaming, I would have over 1,000 viewers on my...
No, you wouldn't. No one would watch you to give you the actual support.
I stream right now. You know that, right? Every stream, Kick would probably have hundreds. YouTube would have thousands. And think, if I had that level of views and support, instead of that level of people who just clowned on me all day, what we could do...
Sleep well, Dr. Detractor. Thank you again for the 69 kroner.
We could have reach. We could actually have impact. We could have videos that people cared about and people would listen to. You know, it would be a very different thing. And I used to have that power until the internet turned me into a negative meme for a decade. And it's sad.
Your behavior turned you into a negative meme for a decade. See, you're missing the crux of the issue. The internet can only perform actions in reaction to something. It can only react. Now, there are ways to proactively go after something, but again, that's still a level of reaction. You're stopping at the internet did this thing. You're not looking backward to what did I do to cause this action?
That these people can't bust out of that trap, that prison, that mold that they're stuck in, to realize that if they just looked big picture and understood the human condition, they would realize what a waste they are to this planet. Because none of them sitting there doing that are helping anyone. They could be helping themselves and others, but instead it's just waste. It's sad. And again, I've been there. I've absolutely positively been there. So anyway, yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, it's funny because you think
this is great.
Look at like a show like Smart Guys, right? Where we are actively trying to do fun segments and fun things with
like hold you accountable for all your past indiscretions and you keep avoiding it. Like, you know, the floor is lava
content that people would want to see, but you notice that there's no support for it because these people are so ingrained and brainwashed to think.
Wait. I thought there was support. I thought you were a successful streamer and that the wrestling, look at you. Look, you started a wrestling show and it's successful. I'm confused. Now it's not successful?
I think I have to watch this content on an illegal restreamer and not support Phil, even though supporting Phil would actually keep the content coming that they want. They don't get that because they
fucking A, Dapper. Glad to hear it, man.
Been brainwashed because people manipulate them. People like these restreamers.
Hey, Dapper, I manipulate you. I've manipulated you into learning audio editing. My sinister plan is paying off.
Literally are manipulating their audiences on a daily basis to be a cult-like mentality of hate towards me so that their gravy train keeps coming in. You notice they're all monetized. You notice they all accept contributions. They're not doing it because they feel like this is a true crusade or good thing that they're doing. They're doing it for the money. That's why, you know what I mean? That's it. They're just fucking grifters.
All right, so hold up real quick. Would I do this if I wasn't getting paid? Yes, I would. Am I happy that there's a monetary aspect to this? You goddamn right I am. That's really nifty. I've been able to do nice things for my lady. I've been able to, quote unquote, upgrade my setup, you guys. That's really cool. But you'll notice how it's never asked for. It's never demanded. It's never, hey, with one exception, and that was when Steve's cat needed help. And then I tried to incentivize it to get more so that if more came in, more went to Steve. So there was that, but otherwise it was knowledge based. Like my stepdaughter, I said it ended up being the whole stream. I said half. but I ended up giving her the whole stream's worth of monetization. It's like anything that comes in is going to go help her with her baby because she had just had a newborn. Other than that, Phil, it's never asked for. It's never demanded. It's never expected. That's the big key. It is never expected. But absolutely, I'm gonna make money off your ass if I can, motherfucker.
They're a bunch of schlubs. And one day the gravy train's gonna end. Whether it's via the law, whether it's via YouTube rules changing, whatever it's gonna be, it ain't gonna last forever. But they're gonna grift until then. So it's
that's why I have a 401k.
It's really sad that there are thousands of people out there that could be potential positive people in this community, but instead they're just sitting there in a cult that literally helps no one but the grifters.
Now, since we're in a cult, you guys will get your Kool-Aid packets mailed out to you. Don't drink it until we're all on stream.
Okay, I got a few more tips to shout out, and I think we got to end and start with Dark Souls for today. I received a 11-pound tip from Mulciber. All right, so Mulciber, thank you. 11 pounds is still, it's roughly around $11. I think it may be like 12. So we'll count it. Let's count it 12.
Well, I'm not gonna let him get away with that. So we're just gonna take a gander right quick. 11 pounds to USD. $13.73. Quit scammed. Closer to 14 than 12, you dumb piece of shit.
Okay. I know it's not that big of a currency difference. So thank you, Mulciber. And by the way, that is the top tip of the day, by the way. And that gets us up to 66 and climbing. So Mulciber says, I'm one of those people. I met you through a mirror channel. Very toxic and vicious people there. I can understand that they don't like where they...
I don't believe you, Mulciber. I don't believe you.
Even hate you, but why hate and attack people that support you? They know nothing about those supporters. Some are even young people. And cheers. Those closeted fans out there who can't man up and admit to themselves that they actually enjoy one streamer or the other and must lie even to themselves. You will forever live at the shadow of what...
I like Detractor Beam. I like kind of Sav. I like Vega. I like Atlas. I like Brandude. I like TBS. I like Steve. I like Meerkat. Are there more I'm supposed to admit to? I like H-Bomb. I like DSP projecting. Are there more? Or do we have a kind of like an understanding that I like these streamers?
Other people think of you. Wow. We're getting some...
Teeling, don't I know it, brother? Don't I know it? King Sly, thank you.
Some insightful stuff on today's stream, man. That was well said.
Insightful stuff. Oh my god.
Super, good one. And then we got a $5 tip here
from a troll.
Blood for the blood god.
Oh yep, so, Shinko. Can't forget Shinko. Ice Yamamoto.
I made the suggestion about appealing to those watching on restreams. Okay, it's a $5 tip, and they said, I get where you're coming from. I thought you might appreciate the insight into other communities that revolve around you and actively watch you. And they have dedicated viewership.
Yep,
and I'm sad to find out if 100% of them are haters. But like you said, probably at least a few percent of people are just hanging around because of you and their communities. Maybe that's because they can be unhinged, but actually appreciate and support even every month. So that's positive. Thank you and have a nice stream. Yeah. Oh, like I said, I legitimately contacted, all right, by people who say, I used to be a part of that community. And
Rebsy, of course. I feel bad now because Rebsy was just on the stream here a minute ago and gave me a nice 20 spot. And now I feel bad. And I love Rebsy stuff. And I mean, it's not like Rebsy has any amount of like influence or any like part of my stream whatsoever. It's not like, you know, they've made graphics or anything that I use.
A lot of them actually...
Lore Diaz as well.
Things like it took a friend or a family member who found out that I was a part of that community.
Lucero, yes. Which, by the way, go watch episode 10. Holy shit.
And watched a restream and literally said to me, what on earth are you doing with your life? This is like really messed up toxic stuff that you're participating in, and you've got to fix this because you're going down a really bad path in your life. I've had people outright say it's almost like an intervention. But now they've seen the error of their ways and they're sorry. And some people do eventually become actual active fans and viewers. And some are like, I've just decided to move on with my life, but I wanted to apologize. And I appreciate that. You know, I really do. But it's crazy. I mean, no lie. Those communities are like cults. They've become 100% regurgitation. Here's what you do, right? Go to one of those restreams and watch whenever a meme appears. I do something that is a negative meme and watch how literally every person on the stream becomes a fucking parrot or a sheep. And they're all repeating it. And it's like they're completely programmed to react in that way.
No. Look, walk into a first grade classroom and shout 1 + 1 =, you're probably going to hear 99% of the students say 2. Okay? That's because, yes, while it is something they were taught, it's also a fact of life.
It's fucked. It's legit fucked. Like, whoa. There's like 1,000 people on this stream and they're all crazy. They've all been programmed to react to that when it happens. Like, what on earth? Like, what is that?
I do love the fact that thus far, every fan that I can put a face to is either on the spectrum in some way, not to say that there's anything wrong with that, because I'm on the spectrum, or it has a very obvious mental disability. But they're all the geniuses and the smart ones. And somebody ought to take a look at Superhound, aka Supercuck, and that's a Phil fan for you. That's a pretty average Phil fan for you.
That's not normal human reaction and behavior. It's fucked. It's like you're programmed and sensitized to react that way to that thing, even when the memes don't make sense. Because there's memes they made about me that legit are not factually true about
like what
anything, but they have repeated them to the point where now it's like we must respond this way when we see or hear this thing. It's like I must respond to the stimuli because I'm programmed that way, even though it doesn't make sense that you're doing it.
Give me an example, Phil.
Did you ever see like the stories of people who've actually been programmed, brainwashed, and all of a sudden they'll react to something and they don't know why because they were brainwashed to react to it? That's how these people are, but they don't get it, and they don't understand that the people who brainwash them are profiting on them every single moment.
My evil scheme to buy some random shit that I don't even really need is coming to fruition. I have 152 people here who will eat out of my hand. Mwahaha. Do you see how fucking crazy that fucking sounds, Phil? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know where to even go with that bit. It's so fucking stupid.
You're getting ad revenue. They're doing super chats. They're throwing the money. It's a cultish mental conditioning.
That's right. It's a cultish mental conditioning. That's why all of you like ooh now. I have conditioned you to like the oohs.
They don't get it. Okay.
I don't want to make this about femboys, but give me femboys.
Like I said, I think we're gonna wrap it up now. I have an anonymous dollar tip. That's it. Just an anonymous dollar tip just came in. Whoever that was, thank you. No message attached to that one. Remember, if anyone today does want to tip me, maybe you're a newcomer, be sure to include a message and the name you want to be addressed by in the body of the tip when you send it.
There is no Dr. Claw voice.
I have
See any of
received
that information.
femboys.
Woo!
And if you just send me the tip, so for
Sleep well, Dr. Detractor. Eat.
example, that dollar tipper may have wanted to say something but didn't know that, so please do that. All right, guys, thank you. $72 of support. All right, I greatly appreciate that. So we're pretty much halfway to our goal. So we're gonna end the show.
Well, with that, on that note, I actually have to, unfortunately, for the time being, at least, I may come back on a little bit later tonight. I may not have to end my stream. My gal's truck had to go into the shop, and she got to Tahoe, but obviously I need to be with her so she can pick up her truck. So she's coming home to pick me up. We're going to go get her truck. I may stream more tonight. It'll probably be the same fucking thumbnail with a part 2 on it. And we'll just go through the playlist that I have, which we haven't touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. Like, that's how bad this was. I thought it was just going to be kind of bad with the whole, my fucking shoulder hurts. And we got this glorious segment. This has been great. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Maybe it'll be a Friday thing. Maybe I'm hoping it'll be tonight. But anyway, hopefully until later on tonight, guys. Swallows the goal for a troll. Lift heavy, eat clean. I am so sorry for the abrupt stop. But I got all 10 memberships out. So my cult like influence is growing. You are now indebted to me, you 10. I can't. I can't, guys. So, oh my, Matthew. I mean, piss me the fuck off. No. It's threaten me with a good time. No, wait, what? I gotta go. So hopefully until a little bit later on tonight, bye.